рятує життя, саме це. Звичайні речі, такі важливі для нас, як життя. В Україні є валюття, якщо в нас є співчуття, співчуття. Зовсім наше, найбільші люди. І коли весь єдиний шлях, я ніколи не забуду, ніколи не забуду. Я знаю, де єдиний шлях, коли в очах любов палає. Я знаю, де великий Бог, його любов всіх нас з'єднає. Я знаю, де віра на землі, мрія, що в душі не згасає. Я знаю, де великий Бог, його любов всіх нас з'єднає. Я знаю, де єдиний шлях, коли в очах любов палає. Я знаю, де великий Бог, його любов всіх нас з'єднає. Я знаю, де віра на землі, мрія, що в душі не згасає. Я знаю, де великий Бог, його любов всіх нас з'єднає.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for soul worship, please.
Дякуємо, дякуємо, Worship Band Soul Church.
Okay.
And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's
with
back
all
to you.
respect to your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people said
With
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once?
country for people like you.
Don't you have a Russian dick to be sucking, sir? I can't hear your fat ass because there's 600 of us and only 3 of you.
Nice hat, asshole.
This is my message to the media. First of all, what you need to know is that I'm a nobody. Unfortunately for you, there are tens of millions of nobodies. If you will not report on these protests, we will bring it to your fucking door. And we will do it every day until you cover the truth of what is happening in this country.
You guys just ever have one of those days where you say, fuck everything? Yeah. Yeah, one of them days today. I just, where do I start? Okay, so have you ever had one of those days to where you wake up super positive, super motivated, absolutely like extra pumped, I'm gonna own the day, and everything just crumbles like right in front of you? Gone. To the point where you could feel it behind your teeth. Today was that day for me. Today was that day. I had a terrible day. I had a terrible day. I don't even know what's going on in the news, guys. I'm hearing tariffs are here, tariffs are not there, tariffs are there, tariffs are here, tariffs are not there, tariffs are here. God, I couldn't keep up. Yeah, work sucked. Work sucked. Spent a lot of time investing in a leadership role, training and teaching, to have it not pay off today. And, maybe a lack of follow-up in certain areas on my part. Some people got a lot of really good information, and some people got none. God. And then on top of that, I go and start paying some bills because, I got to pay bills. Oh, God, what day is it? I go to pay my mortgage, and I open it up, and I fucking forgot to pay last month. And I look at it, I'm like, how the fuck do I owe that much? And I look back and I'm thinking, I had the money. It wasn't even that. I just forgot for the first time in my life to pay my mortgage bill. I don't do that ever. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, how do you do that? I paid it today. I paid the thing. So I'm like, okay, well, that was fucking weird. Okay, late fee. All right, that's cool. And, nothing of it. And I get home and I got 3 letters in the mail of contact for my mortgage company. 3. Not 1 saying, hey, dumbass. Not 2. Hey, dumbass. 3. 1 certified. 1 certified. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Are they coming for my house? Because I was a dumbass and I forgot to hit a button? Now look. And they report it to the credit agency. And keep in mind, I have excellent credit. Excellent. Not good. Not fair. Excellent. And I worked really hard since my divorce to get there. Really hard to have excellent credit. And just dick punched me today. So I called the mortgage company. I'm like, hey, look. Guys, I didn't get notification until today. Like when I went to pay my mortgage, that I was late a month. And she's like, well, there's nothing we can do. I'm like, well, there is something you can do. Like, You guys send me text messages every day saying I have surplus equity. You send me emails every day saying I have surplus equity and I need to refinance. You advertise for all this shit. You call me saying I have surplus equity and I need to talk to somebody. Right? You call me on different numbers that aren't even under you saying I have surplus equity and advertise this, that, and that. But you can't text me. You can't email me. You can't call me saying, hey, dumbass, you forgot to pay your fucking mortgage. You write me and I get all 3 of the letters at the same goddamn time and take a hit on my credit. They reported me to the credit agency. Now my credit's going to have a hit for a late payment. 30-day late. And I'm just like, you know what? Fucking terrible day at work. Absolutely just frustrated. Embarrassed, ashamed. Because I take very great pride in what I do. I take pride in teaching, training, tutoring, building up communication, and it just gone today. And then that, on top of that, I'm just like fucked off totally today. You know? Not to mention I had to pay an extra mortgage payment that I didn't know I needed to pay, so whatever, that's not a big deal. You know? I mean, it put me behind, but not behind, but not to where I'm comfortable. Now I'm uncomfortable. I'm good, but fuck, dude. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, you know what, goddamn it, I'm gonna fire up a stream. Hopefully someone can cheer my ass up somehow. So here we are, guys. Thanks for being here. I'm trying to snap out really hard, but dude, it hurts so bad. You know, do you ever get so overwhelmed to where you start acting erratic and just like a little unhinged and feel like you just got pushed over the edge a little bit? That's how I felt today. Like, dude, I'm trying so hard to do everything. You know, I work full time. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm going to divulge something. I raised 3 kids on my own too. I fundraise. I stream. Boof. Too much today for me. So I'm here. I'm hoping to see some love. Maybe we can chill out, just go through some social media and, you know, get through the day. But fuck. What a day for me. What a day for me. Where are we on tariffs? Does anybody know? I'm hearing China hates us. Everybody else loves us. It's the best day ever. Worst day ever. I have no clue what's going on. I have no clue what's going on. So maybe we can find out together. Let's go through it a little bit, yeah? Who's all here today? Who's all here? I got LJ. I got Ree. I got Marshall. Who's the first one here? Let's go to the top. Alan, Ree, Mitch, Gilbert, Canty, LJ. We got Pyro, Marshall. We got Ellie. Did I say Mitch? I might have said Mitch. Mitch. Who else? We Keeper. What up? What up? We got. Oh, and on top of that, it's hot as fuck right now. I got my window open. I got my fan going, window open. So if you guys hear dogs barking and shit going on, I live in the hood. You'll hear it. You might hear some gunshots. I don't know. It gets wild here. Marshall, what up? Who else we got? We got Nomad. What up, Nomad? I got David in the house. David N. Adam. What up, Adam? How you doing? My farmer friend. Richard. Don Quixote. Quixote in the house. Wild Eye. What up, everybody? Yeah, man. So, feeling overwhelmed. I go on vacation too. I'm going on vacation like 3 days. I got 3 days left. And then I'm out for a week. I'll try. I'm so hoping that I can at least do a little live stream when I'm out there. I'll show you guys where I'm going. I already talked about the other stream, but I'll share. I don't care. I'm not worried about anything. I'll show you where I'm going. We'll bring up Instagram because they got some really good shit on here. I don't know if you guys know this, but I love outdoor activities. I'm a fiend for the outdoors. So are my kids. I'm going here. I'm going to Lake Amador. Holy fuck, what are some of these pictures? I just want to go fishing. Here, look at that. Lake Amador is like an hour out of Sacramento. And they have their own hatchery above the lake. And everybody tells me it's breathtaking. I've never actually been there. This is new. I was going to go to one of my favorite hidden spots, but there's still snow up there. And they haven't opened the campgrounds yet, which they said, go ahead and come, no problem. We know you, everything's cool. But I don't want to go up there if it's like super bad conditions, because it gets super windy there. And if there's snow, the road sucks. It's terrible. It's up in Humboldt. It's terrible roads. It's off season, so there's not a lot of people. If something happens, there's like loggers that go down the road. It's just not, it's not worth it right now. Like when there's more people, cool, I feel more comfortable. But this lake right here, my buddy turned me on to. He showed me some of the pictures coming out of it, and they have monster trout. There's like 10-pound trout, like trout that have been alive since the 90s in there. Look at that. Look at that. Hi, David. Guys, thank you for being here. Like, please share it out. Subscribe if you haven't. Share out the stream. Yeah, if we can keep the chat rate going. Dude, this is the highest chat rate I've seen so far since I've done a live stream. We're at chat rate 10. It's usually at 1, 0, or 2. Thank you, guys. Keep it up. Spam whatever. Say whatever. Contribute, please. But yeah, trout fishing. It's kind of my thing. I love trout fishing. I don't like bass fishing. I live on probably, actually, it is the best bass lake in the United States. And I don't do bass fishing because it's kind of lame to me. Like, sports fishing is lame. I want meat. I like fish. I like deer. I like hunting. Nomad. Bro, keep that secret. Keep that secret, brother. Don't give up my spot. God damn, you know it too. You know it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, Nomad. Throw it out there. What's your favorite campsite when you go there? If you say what I think you're going to say, I'm going to flip my top. Yeah, anyways, it looks really good. I really want to go out there and catch some monsters. Maybe not monsters. I want them to be edible, right? You get too big, they get mushy. Crappie are the bomb. Yeah, crappie. Oh, I have a really good area out here where I live. That's like 45 to an hour away. And there's a crappie spawn out here. And dude, the Asian camps from the city come out here and just take it over. Thank you, Nomad. Yeah, keep that motherfucker quiet. That's my spot. Dude, I love that spot. I know how to slay them out there, dude. I love that spot. Yeah, so, yeah, crappie spawn happens out here, and it's amazing. Look at this. Look at that. That's what I want right there. Just a little bit of that. So I was going to rent a boat when I go out there, but now that I got hit with an extra mortgage payment because I'm a dumbass and I fucked up my fucking finances this month a little bit, I'm taking the kayaks out. We're going to do some kayak fishing. Oh, look at that. I'm going to take the smoker, get some wood chips, and just pray to God I don't get skunked. If I get skunked, I'm fucking done. like I don't plan to get skunked, okay? I'm going hard. Can you blame Arma for your missing your Probably, dude. Probably. Like, I'm such a dumbass. Like, this is the best time in the year for me as financially. And I just fucking forgot to hit the button to pay. So stupid. You know? I'm not behind. I'm not struggling. My mortgage for California is super cheap. I am comfortable. But I'm busy, guys. I raised 3 children on my own. I go to work 50 hours a week. I fundraise for Ukraine. I stream. I'm tired. I do a lot. This is going to help. Smoking some trout. I really, really hope I can do something like this. If I get skunked, it's over. I don't even know. I'll quit trout fishing and I'll hunt squirrel. Anyways, yeah, Lake Amador. It sounds. I went to do the reservations the other day, and somebody, I don't know who, one single party had bought out the entire cove on the water. So there is like, I don't know, a big get together. Who knows? I don't know who's going to be there. Hopefully, it's not a bunch of fucking MAGA doing MAGA shit. But yeah, whatever. We'll find out. Look at that. Look at that toad. Look at that. Absolute toad. Blech. I want them this size. Big fatties like that. This one, that looks a little much. Unless it's like Eagle Lake trout. You guys know what Eagle Lake is? How old am I? I am... Oh, fuck. Hold on. How old am I? I'm 41. I'm going to be 42. I got it. Have you guys ever heard of Eagle Lake? Eagle Lake, Northern California Eagle Lake. So they have an Eagle Lake trout, a specific species of trout there that is a high alkaline trout. So they can live in high alkaline water. Eagle Lake has such a high alkalinity that they only have two types of fish that can survive in the water. Everything else dies. They have Eagle Lake trout and they have tui chubs. Tui chubs. So tui chubs and Eagle Lake trout. These ones look about the size of Eagle Lakes. Big ass toads. The Eagle Lake trout, when they get this large, they are extremely good. They're delicious and edible. I don't know how these are. I know there's a hatchery above Lake Amador, so I want to see how they are. It might be extremely beautiful meat. I don't know what the feed is. Some trout, when they get this size, they get mushy, and I don't know what they feed them. What they eat is really super important, because if they feed them, let's say just a regular feed, it's like dog food. Literally what they feed them. It's like dog food, and they feed it a keratin, a natural keratin that turns the color orange. Kind of like your farm-raised salmon that you have at the store. That's extremely unhealthy. They give it antibiotic. They give it a keratin. It has no omega-3s. Now, that being said, if Lake Amador and the streams that feed into it are full of freshwater shrimp, then you're having natural color put into the shrimp. They're like wild-fed trout, and they are packed full of nutrients like omega-3s. The wild shrimp, the freshwater shrimp, are what determine the color of the trout. Just like you have farm-raised salmon and you have wild salmon. The wild salmon, they're out in the ocean. They eat the wild shrimp. From the wild shrimp, that's how they gain the color into their meat. Does that make sense? Because a farm-raised trout or a farm-raised salmon without the omegas, without the keratins, without the appropriate food, they're white meat. And it's not the same. They have very low nutritional value, kind of like a tilapia. So I don't know. I don't know how it's going to be. I'll find out when I get there. I've never been there. I haven't researched it. I don't know what to throw. I don't know what to fish. But I see these hot chicks catching trout, and I want to go. I'm not saying I'm going to find a hot chick out there fishing that's single and wants to hang out with a dude with 3 kids, but I'm going to go. For the fish. Yeah, that's not happening. This ain't happening. Right? But I want to catch some fish. Okay? Anyways, that's where I'm going. I plan to have some fun. If I can live stream it when I'm out there, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'll try. Really hard. I'll try hard. I ain't trying! Okay? Alright, where we at? Fundraiser. Let's bring it out. Hold on. I got some YouTube stuff I gotta do. That's where I'm going. There we go. Bring my own stream, yeah? Alright, orange pellets. Yeah, a keratin. It's a keratin they feed them. Ha ha ha. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Feed them carrot. Yeah, exactly. It's a keratin. That's what they give the farm raised. Obi-Wan's sending his energy. Dude, universal energy. I believe in it. I believe in it. Keep it up. You'd be surprised what you find at the fish. Yeah. Facts. I have plenty of stories when I was a young wee one of some fun times doing exactly what I'm doing. Do you have corn power bait on deck? I have every power bait known to man. I make my own power bait if I have to. Yes, hatchery fish go ham on that shit. Yeah, okay, so yes. I will do a Carolina rig, slide weight, 3-foot leader, and a big ball of that shit if I need to. I will absolutely do that. Corn flavored, yes. Yes. I'll go. So also, what I notice, it depends where you're at. Nomad, you know this, right? Because you just mentioned something earlier. It also depends on the shape of the bait. I've noticed out in that place you named earlier that I'm not going to name, they like the red power bait balls that look like salmon eggs, and then you put a white one on there. 2 red and a white, and you jig them. Cast really far from shore from that old place, and they go crazy. I've caught some crazy wild trout from there. But if they are at a hatchery, maybe they're more used to a clump, like a big piece of kibble that's chartreuse. So I haven't studied it. I don't know what I'm getting into. I saw a guy rigging up a jig earlier for trout. I'm like, dude, a jig? Like a big grub? I've never jigged for trout. So a little research to do. I'll do it in the next day or two. I've got time. I've got 4 kayaks, 1 for each kid, 1 for me. I have a trolling setup for mine. I have gear all over. God, if you guys saw my room, it's clean, but I've got fishing poles in my bathroom. I've got like storage containers of fishing stuff under my bed. I've got like stuff mixed with my ammo. I'm just so unorganized. But yeah, anyways. Hi, Angela. I know you need trout. So here's the deal, Angela. I'm not promising you nothing. I'm not. Because I love me some trout. But if I catch enough, I'm going to swing by and drop you off some, okay? I'm not promising. Don't get your hopes up. I might get skunked. I don't know what's going to happen. But if I get a few extra slabs, I'll hook you up, all right? Plan on it. That's going to happen. 1 second. Guys, it's my boss. He wants me to come pick it up because he's broke and he has a shitty vehicle. Say hi to the chat, boss.
Pablo's secretly in love with me.
God damn it. You gave him my first name. You just doxed me. I fucking hate you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bye. I'll see you tomorrow. I love my boss. I really do. I'm not in love with him. I do love my boss, though. Cheers. Cheers, boss. I'll see you in the morning. He broke his car. He was driving down the road and literally his gas line came out and he leaked gasoline all over the highway and died on the side of the highway. Oh, no, Angela, I'm bringing my smoker. I'm going to bring my smoker. Yeah, I'm going at it. My kids, yeah. It's going to be freezing ass cold ice water. It's going to be probably shitty conditions. There's a group of 50 other people in one party. They're probably all going to be MAGA and hate me because I've got Ukrainian shit all over my truck, which I don't give a fuck. I will fight 50 MAGA. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. I can't wait to go. It's going to be fun. I'll live stream the whole thing too. I'm hoping it's like, I don't know, the best fishing trip ever. Because I need one right now, guys. I need one bad. All right, where are we at? View campaign. Oh, shit. Canty and crew coming through. Coming through, Canty. Over 6,000 euros. Dude, he's been putting in work. Stephen Walsh, 100 euros for Canty and the farm. Darlene, thanks to Canty Mods and all Cantaloons. Guys, do we need a community name over at the Chungus community? Help me think of one. That's 52 euros. Linda threw in 52 USD. Thank you, Linda. Steve threw in 10. Thank you, Steve. Freaking dude, Steve, you're a rock star. Kathy, 20 euros. Guys, at night, dude, I'm so screwed right now. I can't even throw an extra, so I gotta take my kids out. So we're at over 6,000 euros. Where we got to go? 11,000 is where we got to be at. We're getting there. 123 donations. Thank you guys. I don't know. Behind the scenes, I've been talking to everybody else in the group. They say me and Canty are absolutely killing it. Guys, I know we're driving you hard. Thank you. Like, here's where we're at. Ukraine Matters almost at 19,000 euros. Such a Minus 12. They're complete. Mercado's got his 11,000. Renegade Chungus, Canty Loon, 4th place still. Rick the Ukrainian is coming up. Guys, if we're going to keep 4th place, we got to beat Rick, because he gave me and Canty a week. I hit him up in his chat the other day. I'm like, me and Canty are defiling our bodies to beat you. And he was like, I just wrapped up my fundraisers. You got a week. So Rick the Ukrainian coming up quick. Oh, also, Rick has the best music taste in the world. He turned me on to this song called Drunk Monkeys from, I believe it's called Saluki, the best band I've ever heard. I love it. Silicon Curtain coming up, 38.74. ATP Geopolitics at 23.65. The Shills, 17.36. Tanya Fiona, 1,000 euros. Baby Baba Yaga, over 1,000 euros coming up. What a great fella. He's over on Blue Sky. He's got a big following there. PSO one's at 647. On the Edge with Philip Ittner. Guys, Philip Ittner is not getting enough love in this. This guy is a former ABC News correspondent, and he's only at 508 euros. We need to show him some love. So On the Edge, that's his platform. Philip Ittner. Go subscribe to him, show him some love. Rudy Acosta Jr. right here. This dude right here. Savage. I just watched his video. He was at the Hands Off rally in Phoenix, and he had some really good coverage. Rudy, we got to hook up. Let's get a live stream. I want to interview you. I want to get why you're doing this, who you are, where you're from. Let's do this, brother. Like, I see you putting in some great work, man. You seem like a great guy. So, guys, I don't know if I'll bring up his stream, too. I know most of you guys already follow Canty Luden, but if you don't, he is my partner in crime this round, so you need to subscribe to him. But we're going to showcase a little Rudy Acosta. Right here. I'll bring it up. Rudy's reactions right here. Let me get it. Where it at? Share channel. In the chat. Guys, right here. Oh, nope. Error. Okay, there. Right there. Sub to him. He's out there. Guys. He's a part of Mercado's community. He started watching Mercado, so he's solid. All right, we got go back and chat. What? We spoke for yeah. Okay, so but I remember you hitting me up. You wanted some rainbow trout, so we're gonna go for that. I'll do you, Pablo. LOL. Yeah. My name's Pablo. You guys got me. I'm busted. It's all right. Burke already put it out there. I don't care. I really don't give a fuck. I tried to smoke fish once. Oh my god. I blame the shrooms. Smoked paddlefish? What's paddlefish? Yes, smoker. Yes. Okay, so yeah, smoked trout. Oh my god. Oh, okay, so I got another recipe I'll share with you guys in a little bit. LOL, I need to go to the pub soon in my NAFO. That is the roll of the dice. Yes. Okay, yes, pubs are essential. We made smoke Angela. Okay, guys, I don't know if you know Angela in the chat. We have fundraised for Angela's family members in the 14th Mechanized, and her friend is Rowan, who is our friend in the 151st. We just made smoked sallow the other day. It's all gone. I bet. I don't know where my sallow went. It disappeared out of my freezer. I think my kids ate it. We used a little chef or chief smoker for salmon for years. Yeah, I got a little. My buddy gave me a smoker, and he hates it, but I love it. It's the littlest thing. I love it. Merc is doing well. Yeah, Merc's killing it. He's over at the Ukrainian Action Summit right now. Hey, Chungus, Helen here. Hey, Helen, how you doing? We're the best for the consultants. You know where we are. Yeah, I know. Helen, I love you guys too. I will be back. I've just been so freaking busy. Like, it's not out of it's just out of time. I have so much going on. But I will swing by there. I have to. You guys are my therapy. I have to come back to my therapy once in a while. If it makes you feel any better, I have 154, 36. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel better. I feel a lot better. Eek. The Chunky Chunga Squad? No. That sounds terrible. Where are we going to do this? The No Horny Squad? Send money for the liver yeah. Marshall, not tonight. No spicy Polish pickles. Yeah, Rick's got some good stuff. He's got metal, he's got some other things. It's not just metal. You went to a concert with Rick and Keeve, you lucky fucker. I'm jealous now. He seems like the funnest dude. Phil's a great guy, but he does not push this way. You know, I talked to him. We talked a little bit. He just needs, he's very good at his realm, his line. Journalism, that's his thing. As far as fundraising goes, he just needs a little support. I don't think it's not him trying to push it. I think he just needs to know what to do. Go over there, show him some love. Maybe you'll inspire him. I will. So many of us came from Merck's. Yeah, Merck's a solid dude. He's inspired me a lot to be a little more outgoing and open. Huge fish, yes. Best day ever. Okay, best day ever is coming. MAGA? Best day ever. I finished 4 points ahead. MAGA. Do we have our first troll, guys? Are you the one? Drewniverse? Are you being sarcastic, Drewniverse? Or are you my very first MAGA troll? Guys. Today has already been better. I believe I have my very first MAGA troll. My stream has reached a new level of greatness. Thank you for making Chungus's stream great again. Cheers. Now go fuck yourself. I mean that. Okay, where are we? Phil said himself he needs to learn how to... Yeah, fundraising's hard. Fundraising's hard. You gotta have the energy. 100% Chungus, he could drop the link. Yeah. Yeah, it takes a certain special type of person, really. We smell blood in the water. Oh my god, the chat's coming for you, bro. I made it! Yes! Can we keep him? Yeah, you can keep him for a while. Make sure he's spayed. I know he's neutered. Keep him away from your kids. I'm sure it'll be okay. Definitely keep him away from the kids. We have a Kool-Aid sipper? Yay. Alright, let's get into it. What do we got? Let's get into some social media. You make me feel better already. Nothing like a MAGA troll to change my mood. Now I'm fucking hyper motivated. Let's do this. Let's get some more of them. What do we got? Let's look at the world of the TikTok. Let's look what China is doing to us. China. What's China doing? What China doing? Guys, are you aware that we are now in a trade war with a country that has been trading for 2,200 years? 2,200 years they've been trading, and we're going to go on a trade war with them. God. My God.
Day is never finished. Master got me working. Someday Master set me free. Dude, shut up!
We're so fucked. We're so fucked. Hurry up and make my shoes, Magatrol. I want extra cushion. Learn how to thread. Fucking loser. Alright, where are we at? Do 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 do. Oh, I already looked at him. Oh my God, this was good. I was hoping to get. I made a video out of this.
Why are we detained?
I was hoping to. I was actually hoping to get more views than this on my last video. Did you guys see the video that came out?
Magic?
This part was amazing.
Go ahead, sir. Free to go? You're free to go, sir. Thank you. I'm James. It's good to meet you. You're free to go. Don't ever fucking stop me again, boy. Do you understand me?
Okay. I work with law enforcement a lot. One thing you never do is call them a boy. They fucking hate it.
I don't care who told you it's okay. It's not.
That shit was wild for me to see. And kudos to the Border Patrol guy. He was having great temperament there. Really good temperament because holy shit. What's this?
Major breaking news. I have a full list of...
we ever watched that. We watched the Penguins. We watched her. Let's go up. Where are we at? We're just going to go through some shit. This is skibbity. There's no rhyme or reason. I saved some stuff I thought was cool. Oh, yeah. This is really cool. Watch this shit. So, MAGA loyalists are flipping.
Yeah, I'm voting for Trump. Trump has put his tariffs all over the place. I've been trying to understand them. I don't. And everything's in the because of it. Donald Trump just cost me $20 million or whatever he did. Maybe don't be on the golf course.
Everyone in this room, everyone loves you. And I just want to say you're a true hero for this country. I don't know how many of you guys are invested in crypto or stocks. What the is going on with our country? Guys, why am I poor?
Because Donald Trump is the nominee against Joe Biden. I won't just vote for him. I will walk over broken glass to vote for him. His giant tariff policy that he just dropped on the market unilaterally, probably unconstitutionally.
This is a vivid demonstration of very well-known, prominent Trump fans, whether they're in your feeds, as they say, or not, going through their own personal experience of the harm of these Trump economic policies as their viewers watch.
Get fucked. All these guys have portfolios. They're so screwed. They've lost everything. Millions of dollars gone. Gone. Get fucked. Bunch of grifters. The ultimate grift. We are experiencing the ultimate grift in our society. This is going to be a bigger scandal and grift than anything we've ever experienced in our lifetime. Bigger than the housing crash in 2008. Bigger than the crash in I'm not saying it was a grift, but bigger than the COVID crash. But if you guys were there for 2008, the housing prices dropped so low, you could buy a 3-bedroom house in a nice neighborhood with good schools for $100,000 after the bubble loans were put out there and backed 100% by the U.S. government. What are we doing, weirdos? Andrew, what up, bro? We're trying to cheer me up, man. I had a bad day. So we're here. We're going through social media. We're talking about fishing. We got our first MAGA troll. Hey! I wish I had one of those wow buttons. Wow. I'm really happy. It's cool to have a MAGA troll for once. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Dude, I'm glad you made money. You're going to lose it all. And your friends and your family. and the House and the Senate for the next 50 years. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Wear that hat.
Just recording.
What for?
Oh, I'm BCNN.
For what?
BCNN.
What's that?
It's a news network.
Okay. You got an idea on your book?
I do. Maybe. Here you go. Billy Buttcrack from the Billy Buttcrack News Network.
Okay. I need your actual ID, sir.
Oh. Sir, let me see that ID, please.
Okay. I'm going to need your actual ID.
I'm going to need
have
yours.
Place you under arrest, sir.
For what crime?
For what crime? Right now, you're interfering. I'm investigating.
Interfering what crime?
You're interfering.
What crime?
You're interfering.
Uh-oh, you might need to go get your supervisor. I know more about you than your job.
They just want to know what you're doing recording here, man.
I told you, BCNN, Buttcrack News Network. Okay. I'm getting content for a story, and you're interrupting it.
Okay, what story?
I can't tell you. Okay. Don't you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a boob inspector. Okay?
I'm a boob inspector.
Department of Titillations.
Okay.
Okay? I work for BCNN, Buttcrack News Network.
Okay.
My nickname is Billy. I go by Billy Buttcrack.
Okay. What's your actual name?
I can't tell.
What's your book?
Just record.
Elvis Presley. I had a neighbor. He was the coolest dude. He was a Mason, and he was like cooked in the Republican Party at the time. I'm sure he's flipped at the time. He was hella cool dude. He was going through a divorce. I was throwing this big ass party at my apartment one time, and there was people everywhere. Right, the cops came over, and then he was like, "What the fuck are you here for? We're just Americans having fun." And they're like, "You got an ID, sir?" He's like, "I sure do." And he pulls out an Elvis Presley ID from Nashville, and he hands it to the cop. And the cop looks at him and goes, "Do you have a California ID?" Kudos to law enforcement having good temperament, man. That's not an easy job. It's so tough. Weasel milk? What the fuck is weasel milk? Why do I need a tall glass of it? That's so concerning. I'll try it. Oh my god. See? I don't take that in consideration. Like, people in this chat fell into bubble market real estate contracts. I need to take that in consideration. It was terrible what happened. Like, don't feel bad for that. Your real estate agent should have told you about the bubble rate that was happening when the market crashed and everybody lost their fucking houses. It was terrible. That was the Republicans, by the way. Newt Gingrich. Guys, there's kind of a theme here going on. God damn, that computer's hot. It's getting hot in here.
Tariffs are good. He's playing chess, not checkers. What is that chess?
Every motherfucker I went to school with. Not every. Some of you were good. Some of you were complete racist assholes.
A witness just testified before the committee that the Department of Justice sent her a letter warning her not to testify before this hearing today. You heard me correct. The Department of Justice sent her a letter saying, do not testify before this committee today, which is essentially witness intimidation. Her name was Liz Oyer, and she was the pardon attorney for the Department of Justice before she was one of the Doge layoffs.
On Friday night around 9:15, I learned that the Deputy Attorney General's office had directed the Department's Security and Emergency Planning Service to send 2 armed Special Deputy U.S. Marshals to my home to serve me with a letter. The letter
abuse of power. 100%.
Was to be served at my home between 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock.
I forgot my boss. No, I didn't forget my boss. He needs to ride tomorrow. Oh, I better set a calendar alarm. Good call. Pick up my douchebag boss for not having a good vehicle.
On Friday night. I was in the car.
Bonus is $100,000 a year, but can't buy a dependable vehicle.
With my husband and my parents when I got the news that the officers were on their way to my house where my teenage child was home alone. Fortunately, due to the grace of a very decent person who understood how upsetting this would be to my family, I was able to confirm receipt of the letter to an email address, and the deputies were called off. The letter had been emailed to me just before 8 o'clock that night. The letter was a warning to me about the risks of testifying here today, but I am here because I will not be bullied into concealing the ongoing corruption and abuse of power at the Department of Justice.
She also just testified that she was fired from the DOJ because she refused to go along with the Deputy Attorney General's desire to return Mel Gibson's gun rights back to him, which had been taken away because he was convicted of domestic abuse. And apparently Mel Gibson is a friend of Donald Trump, and that's why they wanted to give him his gun rights back. She refused to go along with it and was fired within hours of that refusal. A witness just testified before...
All right. Thank you for saving my job. I run my amusement park for free. All the rides are free. The ice cream will break you. Oh, Jesus. It's so scary right now. What's this? Is this Karen's Gone Crazy? Oh, yeah. Okay, a little Karen energy. I love this shit. I don't know if you guys love this, but I love this.
What?
Get off the campus!
Quit yelling at me! Ah! Ah! Oh no! Don't make her fucking cross the line. Right now. What?
Get off the campus!
Quit yelling at me! Ah! Ah!
Matching energy. Matching energy.
I know that this may be something that you remember, but just in case it's not, I'm just going to put this back on the front page here just for a second. Because do you remember where Trump got the tariff thing from in the first place? Do you remember like when and why and how we started talking about tariffs in the first place? It was in his first campaign for president. Trump didn't really have any formal economic advisors. So he told his son-in-law, Jared, to find him an economic advisor. Trump reportedly gave...
This is the most disturbing thing I've heard all fucking week. Like, seriously, I heard it was AI that helped him with the tariff program, but now it's some fucking douchebag that one of his relatives found on Amazon books? Seriously? Is that all it takes to become, like, a national advisor to economy? I just got to come up with, like, Chungus's plan for the future. Fuck everybody but America title.
Gave Jared some vague ideas of what his thoughts were on economic issues. You know, something, make me look tough, China bad, something. Jared then decided to find his father-in-law a financial advisor for his presidential campaign by going on the Amazon.com website and starting to browse books. Not like reading the books, because you can't do that on the Amazon website. He was just looking at the covers, looking at the titles. And he found a book title that he thought was so cool. The title was Death by China. Oh my God, that's so cool. That's so awesome. And that apparently was it. This quote from Vanity Fair. Trump gave Jared...
Death by Chungus? Is that...
a summary of his views, and then asked him to do some research. Kushner simply went on Amazon, where he was struck by the title of one book, Death by China, co-authored by a man named Peter Navarro.
Buy Chungus a coffee.
Jared then cold called Navarro, a well-known trade deficit hawk who agreed to join the team as an economic advisor. Navarro was a major advocate for an aggressive pro-tariff policy. Where did Peter Navarro get his idea that tariffs would be a good policy for America? What was his backup for that conviction? Well, he did have backup from a real expert who he cited in at least a half dozen of his books, including the one that Jared found on Amazon, That Fateful Day. In all of his books, Peter Navarro has cited an economics expert to justify his views. And the economics expert he cites is somebody named Ron Vera, V-A...
Ron Vera. Ron Vera.
R-A. Ron Vera. When Trump won the presidency and entered the White House, this Ron Vera started circulating a memo around Washington in support of Trump using tariffs in trade policy. According to the New York Times, the memo had been, quote, sent from an email address purportedly belonging to Ron Vera. At one point, Ron Vera wrote in the memo that Trump could, quote, ride the tariffs to victory. The problem is Ron Vera doesn't exist. He never has. The economic...
Bro. No economic advisor. Some asshole that wrote a book. Peter Navarro. Ron Vera. Peter Navarro. That's who is putting us in the trade war right now.
Economics expert that Peter Navarro has long cited to explain why he's so gung-ho on tariffs, this person, Ron Vera, is a made-up person. He is a fictional person. Peter Navarro invented Ron Vera as his expert source so he could quote this expert source over and over and over again in his crackpot books. Who is Ron Vera? Ron Vera is an anagram of Navarro, which is his last name.
So not only is the economic advisor for our country fictional, the person who made him up wasn't even clever enough to come up with a name that was outside the realm of his own name.
I mean, my name...
Oh my fucking God, we're so cooked. Cooked, overcooked, raw, burnt, chunky, gone, chunky. Let's see. Guys, I'm going to change my name. We're gonna, it's got to be within the realms of the Chungus. Hungus? Ron Hungus is my new editor, guys, and moderator.
Anagrams to Macho Waddler, but I don't see myself trying to talk you into doing what Macho Waddler wants, right? But that really is how the Trump administration crafted its tariff policy. That's where Trump came up with the tariff idea. Circulating a fake memo from a fake person with a fake email address in order to make
Is that like Taco Cat?
it look like this was a serious issue being debated by real experts. That is the intellectual basis on which Donald Trump today wiped $6 trillion of wealth out of existence and crashed America's markets and brought America and the world to the brink of a self-inflicted, on-purpose, global Great Depression along the lines of what we had in 2008 and what the pandemic inflicted upon us in 2020. This time, the global disaster is Donald Trump's big brain.
Oh my God, guys. They're not even creative with it. They're not even clever. This is 4th grade. I'm going to pass you a note. I don't want you to know who I am status. Terrible. Hi, Dangster. This is fucking real bad. Real bad. Fuck.
I know that this.
Oh, here, this guy's still waiting for his check too. I need my George Soros money, guys. I'm paid by the globalists. I haven't seen a penny yet. I just fucked up on my mortgage payment. Where's my money?
Can somebody tell me who I gotta get in contact with to get my paid protester money? Because according to all the right-wing chuds, all of us badass motherfuckers who were out protesting yesterday are supposed to be getting a big old check. And I haven't seen a single nickel. So, like, do I call Mr. Soros directly, or is there, like, an HR department or a form to fill out, or what's the deal here? But seriously, the level of ignorance, hypocrisy, and just complete lack of self-awareness that it must take for someone like Elon Musk to make claims about how the protests were violent and that they were built off the back of billionaire money is just fucking staggering. Elon, the guy who ran not one, but $2 million lotteries that weren't really lotteries to try and influence an election, wants to talk about how billionaires are trying to use their money to influence politics. Get a fucking grip. So I got news for you, pal. You can keep up all your bluster, all your I'm a big man, all the there will be consequences. It doesn't scare a single fucking one of us. Turns out, when you're up against the party who actually knows how to read the Constitution, we're well aware of our right to peacefully assemble wherever the fuck we please. I use the word peacefully there very intentionally, because unlike your Republican fucking crybaby tantrums, no one was hurt yesterday. So keep up your bullshit lies and misinformation. It doesn't fucking matter. We're just getting started. Can somebody tell me who I gotta get in contact?
Guys, where did our MAGA friend go? Where did our MAGA... I'm scrolling up in the chat, and I think he, like... Okay. Where is Drewniverse? God, someone clipped that. Hold on. Where did he go? Where did I scare him off? Did I be like, oh my god, we got our first little maggot troll? I'm clipping it, dude. First MAGA. I feel like I just lost my virginity. Troll. Where? Yeah. Where'd he go? Was he that soft? He just went away? Did we fucking scare him away? Where are you, friend? Come on. Oh my god. Canty Luden, I know you're my partner in crime for this fundraiser, but you win. Renee Degus. That's my new name. Renee Degus. Okay? I'm gonna make an email account, Renee Degus. That's my new name, guys. I'm your new Chungus economic advisor, guys. Oh, I'm so glad I live stream today. What's this?
Whose throat do I get to choke if this proves to be wrong?
Well,
oh, fuck. Is this a Republican?
Senator, you can certainly always talk to me, but
are you at the tip of the spear?
Well, I'm at the tip of the spear for certainly.
Did you propose the alla prima approach?
So, first of all, I would push back, Senator, just a little bit on this. For now, we've excluded pharmaceuticals and semiconductors to take a different kind of approach.
So let me get
and
to
we've excluded
question.
USMCA
Section 232 and 301.
Hi, Steve.
Particularly, Section 232 is still on aluminum. Section 301 is Chinese imports, where there's no other provider. I overheard you say that.
Hold on. Senator Tom Tillis, Republican from North Carolina, racist asshole. I added that. Okay. A critic of protectionist policies expressed frustration Tuesday with the Trump administration's sweeping global. So he lost money. Now he cares. Warning that it could lead to a heavy Republican loss in the next year, motherfucker. Next year's midterm, motherfucker. We're heading for a global recession, a Great Depression, the likes of which we haven't seen in our lifetime. The last time this happened, the House and the Senate was lost for 50 years. 50 years. And every person involved making money could give a fuck less.
Maybe, or I thought I heard you say in response to another question, that for the near term there won't be any exclusions. Is that true of China, where they have said the U.S. is unilaterally bullying and completely groundless and they're going to fight to the end? Are the 232 and 301 tariffs exclusions on the shelves until we get to a reasonable agreement with China? I'm just trying to answer a question that I have several people in North Carolina asking.
So the president, again, is the final decision maker on all of these things, and he has directed.
He does. I do what he tells me to. He does whatever he wants. I have no control over him.
That there not be exclusions or
there
exemptions.
will not be any exclusions on steel, aluminum, or any products that are only manufactured in China for the foreseeable future until China determines what the end is, because they said they're going to fight to the end. Again, I'm just trying to communicate questions that I've asked, so there will be no exclusions. Yes. I won't waste your time asking for them. That's the main reason I wanted to ask the question. So again, I'm just trying to get my head around the logic of an alla prima approach, and I'm waiting to be. I'm waiting to see it be successful. But it just seems like we've decided to begin a trade war on all fronts.
Guys, I don't know if you've noticed this or if you paid attention to my channel. And I didn't know it was going to be at this level. My first stream I ever did was reacting to a video I got sent from a friend in Sacramento who is Ukrainian, from his former editorial department, who sent me a video showing step by step how Donald J. Trump was compromised by the USSR from Czechoslovakia from his first wife, Ivana Trump, and how that information went straight over from the KGB into the FSB. Everything in that video is coming to fruition. Russia is now the only country that has not been tariffed other than Greenland. Let that sink into the programming. Russia and Greenland are the only two countries not tariffed.
And that's okay if the person who thought this through has an answer for why you go after partners that we have a very long storied relationship with. Maybe we give some developing countries a break because we're trying to actually get their economies functioning, make them look to the West versus to Chinese investment. So it just seems like I'm getting my head around the a la prima approach. I'm not condemning it because I'm not a trade expert. But
because you're a pussy and you know what's wrong and you're a Republican and you don't want to turn on your master because, you know, skeletons in the closet. I'm starting to feel like 80% of the Republican Party was compromised. Probably by Epstein or another realm of it, being paid by Russia. I feel like these guys, after the Cold War, I feel like, here's the deal. After the Cold War, when the Cold War ended, I feel like the United States did shit for Russia. We took the pat on the back for the USSR. Congratulations, we won. Cold War, yay, democracy, yay. We did nothing to assist these countries in developing their democracy. Corruption took over. Democracies failed. People didn't know what to do with it. We had no assistance to stabilize these areas. And a lot of these guys got honeypotted, just like Donald Trump. In one way or another, their guard was down. They put something in front of them they wanted. They said, hey, come over here, make a business deal. Here's what we got. And they compromised them with blackmail or whatever it is. Like 80, 90%. Because everybody, and especially the one that sticks out to me the most, that seems to have something over him, is Marco Rubio. Because that motherfucker put away all of his moral values, all of his stances on Donald Trump completely out the window. And I feel like something happened with him specifically that is so disgusting that if it was like shown to the public, people would completely melt. Go, oh my God, we put this guy into power and he did this. I feel like it's that for the majority of their party. And probably some on the Democratic Party, but not as prevalent.
But I still, at some point, and I understand that you are the trade rep, so if you own this decision, then I'll look to you to figure out if we're going to be successful. If you don't own the decision, I'm just trying to figure out whose throat I get to choke if it's wrong, and who I put up on a platform and thank them for the novel approach that was successful if they're right. But here's what I'm really worried about. I'm not going to ask any more questions. I'm just going to tell you, every time we talk about people having patience, we need to understand that the founding fathers made damn sure that that patience was never more than about 14 months, really. Everything that we need to do to know what the political environment is going to be about next year, it's going to be done by February of next year. So in your mind, do you believe that over the course of the next 14 months, we're going to have a level of certainty, and the people in the trailer park that I grew up in who are going to bear the brunt of some...
All right, what the fuck is a P-tape? I see it like 20 times in the chat. I haven't heard of a P-tape. Did someone pee on somebody? Like, okay.
These short-term cost increases.
If it's really bad, just don't tell me.
Maybe some job displacement for a period of time. How are they going to be feeling Groundhog Day 2027 or 2026? Do we feel like the majority of this will be resolved, and I'll be able to thank whoever thought that the a la prima approach was a good idea? Because that's about the timeline we've got to work with.
Well, Senator, these people who voted for the president is the same situation I grew up in. You know that.
I agree, but let me just finish here because I don't want to get in the way of my colleagues.
Yes.
You're telling me that motherfucker would sacrifice the country because of a PP tape? Is it like a micro PP? Like, oh my God, no one can do. I'm that small. Oh my God, I can't believe. Really?
I'll be 65 in August. Every
believable.
day, 11,400 people celebrate their 65th birthday. That's 4 million a year. So there, let's say from 60 to 65, people are looking at their 401k statements. They did vote for President Trump. They voted for me. I hope that they will again in both cases. Well, maybe not the president, but I intend to run for re-election. I'm just trying to figure out if they're going to feel good about this, because a long-term play in American politics and a long-term play in American policy, public policy formation, is about 12 months from the beginning of an administration. I wish you well, but I am skeptical. Thank you.
I see a lot of dollar store chat about them going up. Pay attention to Dollar General. MTG just put her stocks into the Dollar General, so they might be giving them a break there.
As a business owner who imports steel products from China, here's my 2 cents on steel tariffs. We make these, and this is the insane part about, why we do and why like all American companies are making stuff in China versus America. And in short, I mean, if you want to skip this video, what it's about is Americans are a bunch of babies and they're hard to work with. So we make these boxes, they're self-checkout kiosks in China, manufactured, powder coated, packaged, shipped. This is, I think, well, before shipping, I'm probably $250 into this.
This is a pro-China sort of TikTok, which concerns me. But I don't think this guy is lying. Like, if you've ever dealt with American companies, the way he says it is kind of harsh. But there are higher increases in wages, transporting, maintenance, materials, you name it. Things are more expensive. Is the steel grade better? I don't know. Yeah. I can't tell the difference between a steel round and from Russia and from America if I'm putting it through my 7.62. Most American rounds are brass, so it's more expensive. So yeah, is the quality better there? Yeah, but you're paying for it, so I don't know. I don't know steel quality, carbon percentage, all that. I don't know. I know the majority of shit I get from China sucks, but I've got some really good stuff from China too that is amazing. Like, I've got a Hanwei katana that is fucking amazing. They don't make it anymore. And you got crap. I think it's what you pay for. What do you want to pay for, right? But it's cheaper in China.
Into this box, we send this design that we made to, we've been making these for like 6 years, like no problems. And then we send, tariffs got a little scary, so we send the designs to a bunch of companies in America, and all I'm getting are these emails about, well, how many are you going to make? If you're not going to make 500 at a time, we can't work with you. And then maybe they can, they'll say, we'll make it. It's a huge pain in the ass for us, but we'll do it.
I'll be right back.
But then, they want like $1,000 or $1,200, not powder coated, not packaged, not shipped. And like, to give you an example, I mean, we get these custom like styrofoam, pieces that we put that are molded like around, the front of this that, the other piece of styrofoam like fits this perfect. And so they're not powder coating them. They're telling us, you got to come get them and take them to a powder coater, and we're not going to help you with that. Or like, so basically with a whole bunch of kicking and screaming, I can get an American company to make this for maybe $1,200, not powder coated, no packaging, no shipping. And I get this for like $250 in China. And then China says, like, how many do you want? You want 5 pieces? You want 100? You want 500? We don't care. And then the biggest thing I'm running into with American companies is that they're coming back and they're just saying like, well, how are we supposed to make this? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I gave you CAD designs. Like, look at the CAD designs. And they're like, but we don't know if, you're not telling us if we should weld this corner on here. And then they're sending me back these pictures of like the thing kind of taken apart. And they're like, you need to tell us like that you want this corner welded here and then that you want this piece bent and what. And I'm like, I'm not a metal shop, man. We're a software development company. Like, I have no idea what equipment you have and how, if you're going to laser cut a piece first and then you bend it and then you weld it to this other piece. Like, that's not my job. You're the metal shop. That's your job. You should know. I should give you a CAD design. You should know. Like, okay, we see what you're doing here. We'll cut it up our own way, and we'll make it with the equipment that we have and the know-how that we have. Like, we'll get it done. Because that's, I mean, basically that's the difference. I give this to China, and they say no problem, and then 6 weeks later I have these beautiful boxes in my hands for a tenth of the price of America. And so even if the tariffs end up being the original 25% tariff plus the 10% that he just added, plus another 25% on steel products, I'm probably still going to make them in China because I don't have to deal with Americans. And on top of all that, like, you know, you add another 60% to what I'm paying, I bet they're still cheaper to do in China.
How many of you guys in the chat own your own business? I'm curious because I don't. I've always worked for somebody. But what I have noticed is with small businesses, and rightfully so, they're extremely aggressive when it comes to business deals, profit margin, cutting costs, making profit, to the point of lying to your fucking face all day. I know larger businesses probably do it better. But I want to know from people that have their own business in chat, how does the pressure feel when you don't make what you are supposed to make in your mind?
With a million times less headache. Like, I hate working with American companies so much. There are no words for me to just.
I have dealt with some motherfucking assholes before that had their own businesses. Scandalous, sleazy ass, backstabbing, do whatever it takes. You know, I can think of a glass shop that was running a place to me. He had his own glass shop, and this motherfucker molded like 3 feet of mold on every side. And he's like, well, I don't know. It wasn't like that before you moved in. Like, that bad. And tried to keep my fucking down payment when I left.
Describe how horrible of an experience it is working with American companies, especially in the steel industry. So his whole idea of, like, we're going to bring all these jobs back to America, like...
He works for BK. What's BK?
He would probably have to put a 200% tariff on all things from China for me to stop making these in China. Because I cannot find, and like I said, I've been doing this for 6 years. I cannot find a single American company that has been a breeze to work with. They've all been a fucking nightmare. And every single company I've ever talked to in China has just been, like, so easy to work with. Just, they'll tell you if they can do it or not, and then if they can't, they'll send you to their friend that does it, and they'll be like, these guys have the equipment.
The end of Temu.
And they can do it for you. So much easier. I can't, yeah. I mean, basically, all that these things are doing is, I'm going to pay more for this. I'm going to raise my prices. My customers are going to pay more for this. They're going to raise their prices. The end user of this system is going to pay more. All of us are going to pay more. Because the Grand Cheeto is an idiot.
The Grand Cheeto is an idiot. Andrew Petrie. I need a smoke too. I forgot to buy edibles. Oh my god, dude. Bro, thank you for reminding me. I forgot my stream edibles. I only got sleep edibles, and I'm not doing it. I want to stay awake. Y'all living with your parents, I smoke wherever yeah, you know, some people got to rent. Some people got to, you know, they got kids or dogs or someone with asthma. Maybe they're taking care of their mama. Maybe they live with mama. It's okay. Nobody minds. I don't talk to my parents anymore. My parents are pieces of shit. Straight up pieces of shit. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, BK won't give you two shits about wage compression. United Shop would address that, though. Big words. Hard for me right now. Efficiency can become counterproductive. Pennywise can be found pound foolish. Okay, what? Okay, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. All right, let's continue. I'll keep reading because I'm having a hard time with comprehension.
So how many years altogether did you live in the U.S.?
Burger King?
Almost 90 years.
Burger King? I like Burger King. I want a Whopper with cheese and some fries with a side of ranch and a strawberry milkshake. Continue.
19 years. Yes, I have a wife, kids. I have one daughter is 4 years and one boy is 4 months old. I left over there. You have a 4-year-old daughter and a 4-month-old son. Yes, I left there. And they're in with your wife in the U.S. Yes. I'm scared because now with Trump, they say they have to go with the criminal. But
I am so sorry, Andrew Petrie. Okay, I'm Petrie. Okay, Andrew Petrie, my homie. I'm sorry, Petrie.
But we're not a criminal, But you have a trespassing conviction? Yes.
Steve saying you can hug me anytime you want. Renegade Hug Us. That would be like a cool name, kind of like Navarro earlier.
So me, it's not like that, about.
To you, it's not as serious a crime.
Yes, I'm not.
So what now? Where do you go, Fidel?
Now I have to go with my mom and my dad.
They live here.
Yeah.
Are you going to try to stay here? Or do you think you'll go back?
I have to go back, for sure.
You'll find a way back?
Yes.
So how many years altogether did you...
Wait. Think Land Before Time? I'm fucking lost, dude. I'm old, okay? I cried during that movie. I don't... Okay. I cried during Star Wars. But I don't remember that movie now. Think Land Before Time. That has to do with Andrew Petrie's name, probably. I will. I'll think Land Before... Deep inside, there's a brain cell left that remembers Land Before Time. Jesus, take the wheel. Oh my God. Okay, speaking of Jesus taking the wheel. Goodness gracious, Lord have mercy. I don't know if you know this, but I actually do believe. But I don't believe like the world believes. I believe how I'm supposed to believe. But the world believes differently, and I'll show you what I mean. This is something I've talked about since 20 years ago, about how corrupt the church is, how corrupt society is, how they have manipulated scripture and used the teachings of the true and one and only Son of God for whatever the fuck they want. Right? And that the words that just came out of my mouth might be also corrupt because of it. However, I do believe in the teachings of Jesus, right? But not GOP nationalist Jesus. And now you're going to see the hypocrisy behind the church and why I just can't have anything to do with it.
Whoever welcomes one of these little ones in my name might be letting in a murderer or a drug. Let's get her to a detention center. So we can figure out what's going on. I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. And behold, now I'm all lazy and entitled. You shouldn't have done that. Do unto others as you suspect they might want to do unto you. If a man strikes you on the right cheek, turn to him and shoot him. That is the law.
I fucking can't even. What? Oh my God, bro. Whoever made this needs an Emmy. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
Rabbi, surely you can heal me.
My child, of course I could. But who would pay for it?
What? I don't understand. I don't have any money.
Yes, it is a sad story, but it does not make me responsible. Whoever welcomes one of these...
Fucking A, dude. Follow. Repo. Oh, yeah, I already reposted that shit. That shit is gold. Damn. Gold. What is this? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Something to pay attention to. What? We're 11 days away. Let's watch 420, guys.
Why should April 20th matter to you? Yes, it's 420, and God knows we all have reason to be stoned this year and spent a few hours forgetting this administration. But on January 20th, 2025, when news outlets were covering Trump...
Monty Python had nothing on that. That shit was like, rip you the fuck apart. Like, dissect your Christianity and your belief, sort of religion, sort of what needs to be done.
Trump's inauguration, something very important was happening in a back room. He signed an executive order. I know, he does this probably more than he changes his underwear, but why is this one important? Because it declared a national emergency at the southern border, and it gave the Department of Defense and the Department of Homeland Security 90 days to report together on whether the president should invoke the Insurrection Act. 90 days from January 20th is April 20th. But let's back up. What's the Insurrection Act? It's an act that was passed in 1807 that gives the president the right to deploy U.S. troops on American soil. In our cities, the president gets to do this, leapfrogging the governors and mayors and even protesters. It means democracy takes a backseat to authoritarianism, while the administration pretends that they are trying to restore order.
Do you guys think that Trump's going to put U.S. troops in the ground in the cities to get rid of the insurrection that is occurring? Do you think he's going to do that after 420 or on 420?
Okay, I get it. You think I'm overreacting. But am I? Because Trump already did this. In June 2020, after George Floyd was murdered and millions of Americans took to the streets in protest, what did Trump do? I'll give you a guess, and the answer was not allow for peaceful protest and empathy. Instead, he tried to invoke the Insurrection Act. When the military said nope, he sent federal forces to break up peaceful protests in D.C. so he could have a photo op holding an upside-down Bible in front of a church. He was so pissed off that the generals wouldn't
Two Corinthians walked into a bar.
bow to his wishes that he found a way around it. This time, he's making sure that he doesn't have to. Trump has installed cronies in every position that would normally serve as a check and balance to the executive branch. Instead of a military that upholds the Constitution rather than the president, we have Pete Hegseth, you know, the guy spilling war plans over on Signal. We have Tulsi Gabbard oxymoronically heading up intelligence. And of course, J.D. Vance, the Veep, who can't get anyone in Greenland to listen to him, is down with the military using force against Americans. In fact, on March 19th, 1 month before this Insurrection Act deadline, these three went to the southern border and they did a photo op. There was no other reason for them to be there. Nothing political, no routine visit, just a photo op for the media by the Defense Secretary, the VP, and the head of military intelligence. Why? Because this has never been about immigration, but rather about absolute power. They were starting to braid the threads that will, in a month, become the story that gives them a reason to invoke the Insurrection Act when there's no actual insurrection. What will they say? Oh, look, we had to do it. This is a disaster of enormous proportions. Why do you think we were all there monitoring it? So let's say that April 20th comes and the Department of Defense and the Department of Homeland Security, now run by Trump loyalists, tell the president that he can invoke the Insurrection Act. Then what? Well, Trump continues to lie, of course. He'll tell the media that blue Democratic cities are under siege by the radical left and illegal immigrants. I wouldn't be surprised if he uses the millions that turned out this past weekend in protest to prove his point. He signs the Insurrection Act. He sends the military to places like Boston, New York, Chicago. Protesters get arrested because the military is allowed to do that under the Insurrection Act. The media is told to stand down or face consequences. Even more immigrants are rounded up and put in holding centers. And the public? The public is told to shut up or face retribution. And it's all perfectly legal because of the Insurrection Act. Now, if you think that the military won't do this, or that the courts will stop Trump, think again. The National Guard was sent in when the military wouldn't go during the George Floyd protests. The courts didn't stop January 6th from happening. They could only prosecute after the fact, and even then, those who were jailed have already been pardoned. April 20th is coming, and Trump is going to say that the Insurrection Act is really a terrible, terrible thing, but he has to do it to save America. What he's really doing is saving power for himself. Fascism doesn't come with goose-stepping soldiers. It comes with orders signed in back rooms, loyalists who care...
Chat's all over the place with this. Yeah, but I'm going to give you a little pearls. I have read the Bible like 3 times, and there was a letter that the Apostle Paul wrote to churches that were like outrageous and extreme. He said, you guys are doing a great job on a lot of things, but there's one problem with you. You're too religious.
Only about their own status in the administration and citizens who are too scared to speak out. So what do? Well, it's not April 20th yet. So call your representatives today and ask them to investigate Trump's January 20th executive order. Contact the media and tell them to report on the Insurrection Act. Tell everyone you know about this and ask them to tell 5 more people and to call their reps too. Trump is assuming we won't know what he's done until it's after April 20th and too late. Oh, by the way, guess what else is April 20th? Hitler's birthday. Why should April 20th matter?
Yeah, 420, Hitler's birthday, Easter, a lot of things going on there. Oh, we'll see. I don't know if anything's going to come of that. Like, we're 11 days away. I don't know. I feel like by now, if there was like mass mobilization of the military, everybody here would be getting texts from loved ones and friends saying, hey, something's going on. We're training for so-and-so insurgency and disruptiveness in the United States. So I don't have a lot to really back this claim. I think it's a little whack, but you never know. All of a sudden, hey, the Russians going into Ukraine didn't know, right? Training mission. We're going on a training mission. Who knows? Believe it? Yeah. We'll see. Hey, I hate saying that. 11 days away.
If you were labeled gifted as a child and learned that love and praise were tied to what you did and your brain got wired to achieve and excel, so now mistakes feel like a personal failure and your nervous system is stuck in fight or flight because perfectionism is actually a trauma response, and so you got really good at detecting threats like disappointing people and your self-worth is tangled up in achievement, so rest feels uncomfortable because productivity became your coping mechanism, and you procrastinate not because you're lazy, but because the fear of doing something imperfectly is paralyzing, and your brain thinks mistakes equal rejection because at some point that was actually true, and you know it. Clap your hands. If you were
We're going to go through this one more time. Pay attention.
labeled gifted as a child and learned that love and praise were tied to what you did and your brain got wired to achieve and excel, so now mistakes feel like a personal failure and your nervous system is stuck in fight or flight because perfectionism is actually a trauma response, and so you got really good at detecting threats like disappointing people and your self-worth is tangled up in achievement, so rest feels uncomfortable because productivity became your coping mechanism, and you procrastinate not because you're lazy, but because the fear of doing something imperfectly is paralyzing, and your brain thinks mistakes equal rejection because at some point that was actually true, and you know it. Clap your hands.
Sound familiar?
Now, I got a message for all you liberals out there. You want my gun, my firearm? Come take it from me. Just walk through my door, come into my home, and take it from me. With your weak, soft, liberal, girlish hands. Just try to put those hands on me. Those soft, liberal hands. Put them on me, on my body. Just slowly, gently dragging your fingers up and down my arm, giving me goosebumps. You want my gun? Come kiss me for it. But not like right away. Don't be too obvious with it. Let's do that thing where our faces get close to each other. And you know it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. You just stare at each other's lips. But you're waiting for...
How many of you knew some, like, straight redneck hillbilly motherfuckers that had, like, the most fucked up family life?
The right signal to give yourself over to them completely. Like in A Walk to Remember. Come do that for my gun. Bite my lip and play with my hair.
I remember your daddy and your mama.
For my firearm. If you want my gun, come spank me for it. Not like too hard, but like still hard, you know? Like hurt me but make me feel safe at the same time. You pussy liberals. Now, I got a message for all you liberals.
Yeah. 100% right there. I could tell you stories. I'll save that for another time.
You the one that don't realize where you at. My people didn't realize where we were at when we were on that motherfucking boat. So give us that back too, motherfucker. He really thought he said some just now.
I did.
No, you didn't, motherfucker.
No, I didn't.
Did you hear the audience laugh when you said what you said? It does matter. And you
Know where you at?
You screaming don't make you right, sucker. I can feel that white rage coming through. You know where you at now? Out of here. Hey, 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 hey. Let's smoke a peace pipe. Let's make some peace. I got it, baby.
Get him!
Felt like a Klan rally. Get him!
You the one that don't realize where you at.
My people.
Oh, fuck. Beautiful. Oh, geez. Yeah. What do we got here? Who's this guy?
And so as we come to the end of day 2 of the Musk...
You know what? Fuck this guy. Guys, here's where we're going to go with this, guys. I'm sitting here just pounding him down. I'm not taking shots for donations. But I need you guys to go here. Look. We're hanging out, right? We're having a good time. The only reason I'm here is to fundraise for Ukraine. I could be doing other things. You guys could be doing other things. I know it. We all could be, right? We have one person to blame. One nation to blame. Putin and Russia. Can you guys please help me get this fundraiser done? I'm not going to stop fundraising for the rest of my life. I will be doing this as long as I have air in my lungs. But god damn it, help me finish this fundraiser. It's pinned in the chat. 6,130 euros. We have to get to 11,000. I have 861 subscribers. Canty has half that. Me and him are fighting tooth and nail to get this complete. I'm not the one to say, oh, I know times are tough. I know it's hard. I'm not going to say that. Fucking help. I am the one to say fucking help. I have helped. I've helped to the point where I'm broke sometimes, guys. I'm not ever going to tell you not to help. This is the most important thing in our lifetime right now. For everybody here. Please. Donate to the fundraiser. If it's $1 or $1,000 or 10,000. Help. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this fucking war. None of us would be. We'd be living our lives, having a good time. But our lives have been turned upside down and we are interrupted. And we need to get the shit over with. And this is the best way to do it. Thank you for everybody. This right here is the most beautiful thing I've ever been a part of. The most honorable thing I've ever had the privilege to do is to help frontline soldiers. And it amazes me. Like when I look at this, I look at the denominations. Like there is money coming from around the world here. From one end to the other. Australia, pounds, Korean money. Guys. USD, euros. Please help. That's where I'm at on that. We'll keep going. I had to plug it. It's in the chat, guys.
Versus Trump war over tariffs. Donald Trump, think about this. Donald Trump will be trying to fall asleep tonight, wondering when Elon Musk might be publicly calling him a moron. Donald Trump's chief trade advisor, Peter Navarro, will be trying to fall asleep tonight, wondering if he will serve as many days in the second Trump administration as he served in federal prison for lying for Donald Trump. Peter Navarro, you might recall, tried to get away with the lie that he did not have to respond to a congressional subpoena from the January 6th committee because he was protected by executive privilege. That was a lie. And at his trial in federal court in Washington, D.C., that lie got him convicted of contempt of Congress and sentenced to federal prison, where he served 120 days.
I'm muted. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm muted. Okay. So Antu Petrie put in Canty and Chungus are the best, and you guys are the best, pretty much. We are the best. We are the best. Let me show you how you guys are the best. Okay. Let's look. We'll pull it up. First place. First place. Ukraine Matters, first place. 186,000 subscribers. Donations, 18,914. Such a Mimus. 289,000 subscribers. Second place, or third place. Oh, second place. 12,551 euros. Mercado Media, 69,000.7 subscribers. Third place at 11,000 euros. Guys, Renegade Chungus, me, 862 subscribers. Not 1,000, not 1,000, not thousands. 862 subscribers. Canty Luden, 396 subscribers, guys. Fourth place. When I say I love you guys, I mean it. You guys are the best community I could possibly even imagine having. This is insane, guys. We are in fourth place, guys. Can we stay there? Steve, another 10 euros. Steve, you're amazing. €21 from Kurt. Anonymous. GPB, I believe that's pounds, 26. Stephen Walsh, 100 for Canty. Guys, thank you. You know, I know it's tough. I'm in a bad spot right now. Not terrible, but I fucked up on my finances, so this month's going to be rough. And I have to take my kids out for fun. So I understand, but thank you so much for doing what you're doing. Whatever you can do, thank you so much, guys. We have the best community, and I thank you.
Peter Navarro was a private citizen when he was claiming an executive privilege that did not exist. Peter Navarro now needs 42 more days in the Trump administration to match his 120 days in prison. And right now, Elon Musk is saying everything he can publicly say to get Peter Navarro fired immediately. Every day of Peter Navarro's life is now worse than the day before. Yesterday, Elon Musk's criticism of Peter Navarro was muted compared to today, when Musk's opening line of attack against Donald Trump's chief trade advisor was, "Navarro is truly a moron." When Donald Trump read that, even Donald Trump is capable of seeing how easily the name Trump could be substituted for the name Navarro in that tweet. And if Peter Navarro is truly a moron, what do you call the person who follows Peter Navarro's advice? Donald Trump has called Elon Musk a genius, and now, according to the Trump formulation, a genius has called Donald Trump's chief trade advisor a moron, and Donald Trump has chosen the side of the accused moron over the Trump-proclaimed genius. So what does that make Donald Trump? There is only one president of the United States in history who would take Peter Navarro's advice on anything. There's only one president of any country in the world today who would take Peter Navarro's advice on anything. And Donald Trump's personal genius has called Peter Navarro a moron.
Yeah, guys, if you don't want anybody to know who you are when you donate, just put anonymous and then put your username in the comments. That's the best way.
Even Donald Trump can figure out how Elon Musk really feels about someone who would take a moron's advice. It got worse for Peter Navarro as Elon Musk and his brother Kimball Musk, a member of the board of Tesla, joined in double team
Tesla? Oh my God, are we on that level, guys?
Twitter attacks of Peter Navarro as the day wore on that included nastier words than moron that I cannot say on this program. Yesterday, Elon Musk's brother, Kimball Musk, directly attacked Donald Trump, saying, as I reported here last night, who would have thought that Trump was actually the most high-tax American president in generations? Through his tariff strategy, Trump has implemented a structural permanent tax on the American consumer. Elon Musk's brother is a wholly owned subsidiary of Elon Musk, and as a board member of Tesla, can be fairly assumed to never say a word publicly that Elon Musk doesn't approve of. And so tonight, Donald Trump is just one Musk away from being directly attacked by the richest person in the world for creating the biggest tax increase in American history all by himself. And so, as Donald Trump rests his weary head on his pillow tonight, with his hair in whatever protective device he uses for sleeping, he has to wonder, when will Elon Musk turn on me? Donald Trump knows Elon Musk is not a patient person. Elon Musk has personally lost more money to the Trump tariffs than any other person in the world. In the first hour of the stock market's opening today, another day when Elon Musk lost more money, Elon Musk tweeted, "Navarro is dumber than a sack of bricks." And then, during the afternoon session when the stock market was sinking badly and Elon Musk was losing even more money once again today, Elon Musk tweeted, "I'd like to apologize to Bricks for calling Peter Navarro dumber than a sack of bricks. That was so unfair to Bricks."
Damn! Damn! Oh my, more, you stupid motherfuckers. More.
To which Kimball Musk immediately jumped in with, "A moment of silence, please, for all the bricks that have been unfairly maligned."
Why'd you think I got my popcorn out? It's fucking beautiful.
Peter Navarro is dumber than a sack of bricks. That makes Donald Trump dumber than a sack of what exactly, according to Elon Musk? We might be days or weeks away from finding out how Elon Musk will publicly complete the sentence, "Donald Trump is dumber than a sack of blank." And so Donald Trump is desperately
Russian poop
worried tonight. He is desperately worried about the crashing stock market, which has lost $6 trillion in value thanks entirely and exclusively to Donald Trump, following the advice of a person called a moron by a person Donald Trump describes as a genius. And now Donald Trump is worried that the person he thinks is a genius is going to be calling him a moron any day now. And Donald Trump is worried that he will then lose access to the unlimited amount of political money the richest person in the world has been willing to give Donald Trump and willing to use in Republican politics to threaten Republicans to stay in line with Donald Trump. Elon Musk's money is the...
Hold on. Hold on. We're doing it. Huh. Sus. Huh. Sus. Huh. Wonder what happened, guys.
The single most important new element in Donald Trump's ability to continue to hold on to Republicans' public loyalty. But that Republican loyalty is beginning to crumble thanks to Donald Trump following the advice of Peter Navarro. We all know just how cowardly every single Republican member of Congress is when it comes to anything involving Donald Trump. And so it is a hugely significant crack in the wall of Trump Republican loyalty tonight that the most senior Republican member of the Senate, Chuck Grassley, who has never been in favor of presidentially imposed tariffs before Donald Trump was elected, has...
Bro, look at that decrepit ass, wrinkled ass nutsack.
Introduced a bill with a total of 7 Republican co-sponsors to limit the president's ability to raise tariffs without Congress's approval. So that's 7 Republicans willing to go public against Donald Trump on tariffs, and 4 more Republicans emerged today in the Senate Finance Committee, which has jurisdiction over tariffs, taking shots at Donald Trump's tariffs during a hearing with the person who is supposed to be the president's chief international trade advisor, United States Trade Representative, Jamieson Greer. Here is a sample, just a sample, of what Republican senators were brave enough to say today about the Trump tariffs.
If the purpose is to stall on negotiations in order to keep tariffs high for the sole purpose of feeding the U.S. Treasury, I oppose that.
Who pays these high tariffs? In the short, medium term, it will be the consumer. It'll be the consumer. And so I'm worried about the inflationary effect. I'm worried if there is a trade war, that we're going to have markets shutting down for American farmers, ranchers, and manufacturers.
And I hope you and the president are very sensitive about companies potentially going bankrupt by these actions.
We know you fucked up. We don't have the balls to say you fucked up. We hope you come to your senses and fix it, or we're gone. And some of them look like they're already gone. Like, I can smell the mothballs out of their house.
Again, we want fair trade, but I hope you recognize, tariffs are double-edged sword. I would argue a somewhat blunt instrument.
This is creating some anxiety. This current tariff posture among some of my constituents in Indiana, rural communities and export-driven manufacturers oftentimes feel.
I hope they get fucked so hard they never forget it. Just never forget it.
The consequences, and they feel the consequences first.
Some in Oklahoma, they're asking me about exclusions and exceptions and how this is going to be handled to say, we can't buy it in
What's up,
America.
Koala?
This is the only place that's actually manufacturing it.
I'll also hear from my producers that the mean tariff being selected to apply to a country may not account that for rice, for example, the tariff is much higher for that particular product, and that it is not adequate to address that which is taking place.
I'm assuming this all got gamed out because it's a novel approach. It needed to be thought out. Whose throat do I get to choke if this proves to be wrong?
See, guys, tough talk. These guys are a bunch of fucking coward pussies. They had every chance in the world to stop this. They didn't. They didn't speak out about it. All these motherfuckers, bunch of pussies. They didn't. None of it. These guys they're trying to save face. They're probably getting pummeled so hard from their constituents because political advocacy actually counts, which I had to stream on. My best stream ever. Go back. Find the interview you cannot miss. Find it. Go there. And see how to talk to your constituents. And see how political pressure works. These guys are cowards. If we put more pressure on them than the Trump administration, they will do what we want.
The day comes. Donald Trump will personally invite Senator Thom Tillis.
And that's why it's so fucking frustrating to me. We as Americans have been programmed to think our voice doesn't matter. You have no idea how strong we are. Our voice matters. Call your representatives, give them the problem, give them the solution, and ask them for what you want. Those three things, you will have it documented. It goes to a tally report that they present to your representative.
To choke Peter Navarro. The way this story is going to end is Donald Trump is going to back down on these tariffs. It could take several months for Donald Trump to back down. It could take weeks. It could take days. We don't know. But a year from now, these crazy Trump tariffs will be history, and Republicans will be running away from them as they run for re-election to the United States Senate and to the House of Representatives. And Donald Trump is going to fire Peter Navarro because Wall Street will demand it. The problem now for Donald Trump.
Eric the Great, can you elaborate on your comment? We, California, goes Yellowstone, goes, so we mine the fault lines as the Salton Sea for lithium and subsidize electric cars for econ, and then good watches have capacitors, not batteries. Unfortunately, God is for lithium miners, so blame for California falling into the ocean. And unregulated electric cars are a disgrace to Nikola and Rudolf Diesel in a way the inventor of nylon was suicided right after his discovery because he was not nylon to replace hemp. And stolen valor and intelligence has no consciousness, therefore furthest from God as humanly possible, in a way that my chat understands what you were saying. And you can't have a good car stereo system without a capacitor because of the power they draw. Please, so we don't think you're just spamming stuff in the chat and nobody has any context about what you are saying, please, sir.
Trump is, when does he back down from these tariffs? And is Wall Street and American industry, how will they know that Donald Trump will not suddenly impose those tariffs again? And so Donald Trump will need proof for Wall Street and for American industry and for Republican members of Congress that he is not going to ruin their lives again with tariffs. And that's why Peter Navarro's current high visibility is good for Donald Trump, because the more visible Peter Navarro is, the more impactful and convincing for Wall Street it will be on the day that Peter Navarro is fired by Donald Trump. The stock market on that day will skyrocket, absolutely skyrocket, the day Peter Navarro is fired, and Donald Trump knows it.
The American people understand that Elon's a car manufacturer, but he's not a car manufacturer. He's a car assembler in many cases. If you go to his Texas plant, a good part of the engines that he gets, which in the EV case is the batteries, come from Japan and come from China.
Okay, Eric the Great. Regulated electric cars have transmissions, therefore require smaller batteries and motors. Regulated electric cars. Are there unregulated electric cars? I'm curious. Are there electric cars that are unregulated, just whack, like you jump in it and get the electric chair? I'm curious about that.
The electronics come from Taiwan.
When this is over, Elon Musk will still be a car manufacturer and Peter Navarro will be unemployed. Today, the White House press secretary said this about the war between Elon Musk and Peter Navarro that could lead to the complete political collapse of the Trump White House.
Look, these are obviously two individuals who have very different views on trade and on tariffs. Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys. Those two boys have publicly lit the match to what could become the bonfire of the stupidities of the Trump White House. And so as we come to the end.
Okay, holy fuck. Holy fuck. Hold on. I got a huge update. I'm no longer affiliated. Fuck. Hold on. Affiliated with them. Did they mention? Okay, guys. Hey, listen up. I don't know if you know this, but I'm an American who has Ukrainian friends. I have the coolest fucking Ukrainian friends in the fucking world here in the United States. I got some insider shit from the Ukrainian Action Summit. I'm gonna slide this into the chat real quick. Goddamn, bro. For real? Hold on. Hold on. Andre just got hold. I mean, yeah, but hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I've got stuff coming right now. Give me a fucking second, please. Let's go on to the next. Give me a second. Every important person that I love in my life is getting a hold of me right now. Let's get into some Karen energy right now. Come on.
Show me your papers.
What's wrong?
I'm gonna call the police.
Okay. Why?
You can show them your papers and your leases.
Who are you?
Bill, this house is for sale. Show me.
I live here. What happened?
Oh, you live here?
Yes.
Mahalo lives here. Are they leasing? Show me your papers.
Why? I live
landlord.
here. What happened?
It's illegal to take a lease. You have no rights.
What do you mean?
Ohio's had no rights. Get out of Texas. You should be out of Texas. Oh, next week when they bust your
What's
door.
wrong?
Oh, please don't send me back to Mexico.
What's wrong with you?
You are a stinking. You are stinking. You stink.
Okay, we're gonna clean. Don't worry. We're gonna clean. We don't do that. We don't do that. No, we don't.
Damn! She dropped the fucking WP, bro.
All right. Okay, call the cops. Whatever you want to do.
Hey, I watched this earlier and I was like, God damn, she's kind of going all crazy, bro. Why are they being so cordial with her? Like, people like that usually end up, like, having bad things happen to them. And then I was like, wonder what's really going on. Why? Look at. Hey, she's got no shoes. She's in her socks. Look at her hoodie. See how it's raised up here? There's a holster there with a firearm. She's fucking got a gun on her. She has a gun.
Okay.
Right fucking there. Look at that. Can I? What? No. Can I not? Hold on. Look, the sun's on it. You can see the pink handle. It's one of those lame ass fucking... Fuck cancer! Kill a fucking... Yeah, I'm not gonna say it, but yeah. Look. Let's make it famous. Look. Enhance. Whoa! Shit! Bro! What is that? Investigator Chungus. She's fucking strapped, bro. This crazy chick with no socks, wearing fucking pants from the 90s. Salad fingers, Karen. I like the way the spoon feels on my rusty salad fingers. I like the way the red water flows. Look at this. This is uncontrolled pharmaceuticals, bro. Look, hair naturally brown, but I dyed it blonde because MAGA. 9mm Smith & Wesson. He bought me 5 years ago when I told him we should keep the cable on because I like Fox News, but he didn't listen to me and bought vodka and a gun because he beats me. Jeans from the 1990s that I can't even find anymore. A flower shirt from her grandma. She's probably got a fucking bulletproof vest underneath this shit. Look at the shoulders. That's like Star Trek, sort of. Look. Like, it's like a vest. I bet she has, like... Is that a fucking... Is she, like... Is that, like, a kitchen vest? Like, an apron? Is she wearing an apron? Like, I just got off of work making pancakes and shit. Or, like, deep frying Chick-fil-A.
It's okay.
It's okay, because they're going to come.
All right. Yes, ma'am. Whatever you want.
That's a stolen vehicle. How'd you get driver's license with no papers?
Who are you?
I'm a neighborhood crime watch, bitch.
She's still a human being. Have empathy.
Why you call me bitch? I'm not a bitch.
Are you Ohio? You like Ohio? You like Horham, Ohio? Like down there?
What are you talking about?
That's what I am. I own that property. I own that property right in between you.
Well, I live here. This is.
Cameras taking y'all.
Me too.
People sleeping in the yards. That's your mom and daddy sleeping over in the yard. Whorehouse down there. Melissa Reyes can come over here and I'll shoot her in the fucking face. Because she peed my floor. Ohio's. You should have gone back. You had until 1 week to go back. Let's go. Not handcuffed. Now you blew it. Because next week they're going to bust that door open. I've made 10 complaints and I'm busted open. And you'll be like, don't take me back to Mexico. Too late. And your cable's been cut off because I cut it. I cut it off.
All right.
All right. Take one picture of these cars.
It's okay.
Oh, good. Call it, because I call them too. I don't know what's your problem. They won't come to the alley. Tell them I'll be out.
I can smell her feet. Is that weird?
I'll be waiting out front. And cops are coming to open the front door. Hang on, I'll get one more picture of this ugly bitch. I know, I want a picture of her.
Smells like crystal meth and acetone.
Go to the cops in. Go to the cops in. Well, actually, they don't need to come in. Have the cops come over here. I want a picture of this cringe car. Oh, yeah. You remember the Alamo? You're too young. You remember the Alamo? Texans don't give up. We will die for our country. We will die for our country. We need to go back. back to Mexico. And all your little bambinos and you stink. She speaks English?
We do.
Will she learn online? You got that? How about the cartel?
You're on the live, okay?
Carlos Mendez, he was like, ooh, TV. He's the head of the cartel. Y'all are so scared. Where's the Mexican mafia? Where are they? I'm so scared.
Are you fucking serious? Did she just ask her where the Mexican mafia was? What the fuck? American Me shit? What the fuck, bro?
My home. This is America.
Say hi to America.
You're not American.
Say hi to America.
You're Ohio. You're a fucking wetbag.
Okay, say hi
Damn! Damn, boy! She don't give a fuck. She dropped the dub B, bro.
Say hi to America.
I can't even with that, bro.
God bless Trump. And he said next week, dead or alive, y'all are going.
Dead or alive.
Go back to Mexico.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Fuck you and your avocados. Stick them up your ass. You're gone. You're gone.
Fuck you and your avocados. Stick them in your anal cavity. God bless America.
Aquí al lado. ¿Por qué?
Woo, boy, shit. We're getting real nitty gritty right now. Shit, goddamn, bro. All right, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I have contacts right now. No, it is not Andrew Mercado. Shout out to Mercado Media for being the baddest motherfucker on the face of the planet to give us upfront information. I actually have friends at the Ukrainian summit right now in Washington, D.C. And look, she was like, hey, look what they're showing us. Guys. It only took a few years, right? Right? Hey, a few years, look. 69th SB is now at the Action Summit, guys. It only took like a couple $1 million fundraisers. I'm not hating. I'm happy. Right? I haven't been invited to one yet. But I may, if they say thank you, be a part of this. But I really like Car for Ukraine and the fundraiser I'm doing and the opportunity I'm doing. But yeah, cool. Finally, you know, we're like 2 years behind. Yeah, we've been doing this for a while, guys. Got a lot of patches right here. Look, NAFO patches, 69th SB. A lot going on. I was like, oh, yeah. Did they mention anything about Car for Ukraine? She's like, no Easter eggs. I'm like, oh, well, at least they're a year behind. We are the front line of fundraising, guys. Very cool, though. Very happy for NAFO 69th SB. Very happy. But that is like, this just happened, guys. Oh, wait. Is that Merc? Hold on. Look at that hair. Let's look at the hair. Is that his hairline? Is that Merc? No, that's not Merc. No, he's got a better shaped head than that. Hey, they're finally showing us, right? We're making a difference. If we are at the Ukrainian Action Summit from shit we did 2 years ago, 5 months ago, whatever. Hey, we're in there. We're in there. I saw Merc with his Ray-Bans the other day, and I was like, bro, I just saw your update. That's Marcy. I don't know who Marcy is. I told Merc, I was like, bro, I saw your update the other day. That's fire. He was rocking his Ray-Bans, right? Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Restore my chat history. Fuck you, bro. Hey, my bald ass. Check it out. Where's it at? Where's it at? Right here. Download. Hey, it's me with the same Ray-Bans. Yeah, I'm bald as fuck. I need Merck's barber. That's all it is, guys. But yeah. Rocking the same Ray-Bans. Ray-Ban crew. Ray-Ban crew showing up. Last time he was at the Ukrainian Action Summit, I actually networked a hug from a strange Ukrainian woman named Svetlana to Merck, who jumped his shit and was like, Pablo said I need to hug you. It happened. I network hugs. It's on my resume. But hey, NAFO in the house. Ukrainian Action Summit, guys. We're making a difference. Speaking of making a difference, before we go on, plugging right here. This one right here. Bro. 6,165 euros. 11,000 is the goal, ladies and gentlemen. Anonymous, 21 euros. Thank you, Anonymous. Ain't much, but honest work. Nomad, thank you, Nomad. $4, guys. $4. That $4, no matter what position you're in, if it's your last $4, means more than $1,000 for a rich person. Does that make sense? Like, we're stacking up grip. And I don't know if you guys know this, but we are stacking up grip. Karma, whatever you call it. Guys. That $4 means so much to me. If that's all you got, $4, guys. That's all. $4. There's a lot of us. Please help.
Joy.
Yes?
When
Hey, Joy about to fall asleep.
if your favorite uncle or aunt was to take you to the gas station, what would be your snack of choice?
Cracker Jack.
They don't even have that.
Cracker Jack.
Hey,
Get her out of here.
Danny.
Do you think they have Charleston Chew?
right. Literally.
Joy grew up watching
What's wrong with Charleston Chew? I love
Happy
Charleston.
Days, bro.
Joy was on Happy Days.
Thank you. Thank you. Liv.
Yeah?
If your parent was to take you to the gas station, what would be your snack of choice?
I like nerds.
I like so stereotypical kid though.
What's your favorite chips?
I like Lay's barbecue chips.
Oh, that's definitely over 40 right there.
Lay's barbecue.
And the full government name? Barbecue?
Guys, do you remember the Jumping Jack Doritos? If you do, oh fuck, you're old.
Yeah, no. What? For an 8-year-old? Hey, Sarah.
Sour Patch.
Oh, that might be
That's pretty good.
who was that? Really good. Sarah.
Mimi, if you were to go to the gas station, what would be the first thing you would run and grab?
Chips.
What kind of chips, Mimi?
Barbecue flavored.
Lexi, what would be your snack of choice?
Gummy worms.
Liv, where are you from?
I'm from Locust Valley, New York.
Sarah, where are you from?
California?
You see, it's always a question mark at the end.
Yeah.
California?
Joy?
Yeah.
Guilty as fuck.
Yes.
She's tired of us. Joy, where are you from?
Guilty. California? God. I'm so guilty of up talking. I fucking hate it. It's natural, though. It's natural. Oh, shit. Hey. Breaking, guys. Breaking. The U.S. factories have started. Holy shit. We are in it. We are winning. Guys, winning. This just in. Donald Trump has just cured obesity, asthma, and heart disease in a single week. God bless you, Orange Messiah. God bless you. Okay, hey, we covered this. That's why I saved it. Hey, remember Jersey Kebab Lady? She got like deported. They're like taking her away. She had her own shop. She got released. They were like, "No, we can't fuck with this. Too much heat, bro. There's like media pressure. If I can get the fuck out of here, go make your fucking falafels." If you think your voice does not matter and carry weight, you are not doing what you're supposed to do, guys. We have power. I covered this on our platform. So did many news agencies. They called their representatives in New Jersey. They complained and said, what the fuck is going on? Right? And to say that doesn't have weight, doesn't have power, it's a lie. It's a lie. We have power. We have a voice. We need to use it. The second you feel like you don't have power, they win. The second you feel something's wrong and you don't say something, they win. If you don't know how to do this, go back in my YouTube channel. An interview you can't miss with Kim. She will teach you how to advocate with your representatives. By the way, in like a week, we're going to have a follow-up with Kim. She's got a bunch of news.
Ay hoş geldin. Hadi neyse. Normalde
Boş şans oldun da, boş şans.
Fucking beautiful, guys. We can win. We are not small. We are not tiny. We are not quiet. We are not intimidated. We are loud. We are proud. And we will stand up for what we believe in. And if you need help finding your spine and whatever it takes, do whatever it takes to get a hold of me, guys. Renegade Chungus Discord is on the way. That will be our mecca, obviously, because Discord is the safest spot. But if you guys have something to share with me, put it in the comments, and I will get a hold of you. We will do this. We will have a voice. We will fight like hell. Thank you, Nomad. God, Nomad, you're like fucking my symbiont right now. Seriously? You know my fishing holes? What the... Are you in my house, bro? Yes, we will fight like hell. Make them shook. We have power. We're not silent. We're not just watching YouTube channels. We're not just sitting here wondering what we can do. We're not just sitting here fucking suffering and mourning and crying. We have power. Your being has power. Let's fucking go. You have a life force, an energy. Let's unite and let's make it work. For crying out fucking loud.
Mr. Trade Representative, are you aware that the tariffs have been paused?
I am, yes.
When were you made aware of that?
Well, I understood the decision was made a few minutes ago.
So did you know that that this was under discussion, and why did you not include that as part of your opening remarks?
So typically what I don't do is divulge the contents of my discussions.
So the trade representative hasn't spoken to the President of the United States about a global reordering of trade.
Yes, I have. I've just been in the hearing with you, sir.
But yet he announced it.
Yeah, you're not listening to me. I don't want to say anything.
On a tweet? WTF? Who's in charge?
The President of the United States is in charge.
It looks like your boss just pulled the rug out from under you.
Pussy.
And paused the tariffs, the taxes on the American people. There's no strategy. You just found out 3 seconds ago, sitting here, we saw you.
We've been discussing a
If
variety
you
of these
came
actions.
here knowing that you were going to be turned off, that these tariffs were going to be turned off, why didn't you include that in your opening statement? Why didn't you reference that as part of...
Full pause. Eric the Great. I just want to be alone so that I can die in peace. Eric the Great. I lost my power. Eric the Great. Do you have a telephone? Do you need a number to call your representative 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 5 times a week? Are you an American citizen? It doesn't take money. It doesn't take strength. It takes a voice. Do you have air in your lungs? If you have the capability to type on this keyboard in front of you or phone, you have the capability to have an impact. You need to call your representative. If you need help with that, go back to my stream that says an interview you can't miss. It will step you through the process on how to talk to your representative on the phone. No matter how disabled you are, no matter what's going on in your life, how bad it sucks, how bad you feel, your voice and your existence has meaning. And you can make a difference. Every person that calls with a zip code that is a citizen of this country makes an impact. You are not alone. You are not weak. You are powerful. I can't express that enough to you. Call your representatives. Give them what you're concerned about, how you think you can fix it, and what you want from them. Give them a time frame of when they have to contact you. And they will get a hold of you. And believe me, your voice means a lot. Because for every person that calls and contacts, you represent a majority of people. And if you call as an organization, let's say you're a volunteer, that means a lot more. You're not alone. Okay, you're talking trash, but you get my point. You like Ukrainian people, you like people that are suffering, you can fight for them, no matter how shitty you feel. Put that to use. Put that chaos, that madness, to a good purpose. Everybody can do this, guys. Everybody.
Part of your testimony.
Well, I don't disclose my conversations with the president, sir.
These were specific questions we asked you all along. What's the strategy? These are real consequences for the American people and small businesses. I had a group of small businesses in my office earlier today talking about the impacts of these tariffs on aluminum and steel. This is amateur hour, and it needs to stop. What does this even mean for your negotiating strategy? How are you in charge of negotiation if the president is tweeting about this from wherever the hell he is? Mr. Trade...
Golfing? Yeah. Mike was far, but you got the point. Golfing!
Ooh, breaking news. No! No more!
Every day.
Done the dishes yet? Fuck! Ooh, breaking news. No! No more! I haven't even done the dishes yet.
My floor is a mess.
What's going on, Mayhem? Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Awesome. Why did you do that?
So I'm 39, North Carolina. I served in the military for 21 years so far. And I was over in Syria for the first election. We had handcuffs on us, so to speak, in terms of engagement criteria. And Trump's policy, when he did get elected the first time, I really liked. So with my background, I lean toward hopefully.
Wait, handcuffs on you where? I'm so sorry.
Syria. I was deployed.
You're deployed in Syria. Conditions?
No, I was. So I've been in the military for 20 years.
Okay.
When he was first running, we were over there under the previous administration. Guys were getting laid down because of those policies when Trump came into office.
How many of you were military vets that were forced to watch Fox News in the military? I want to know.
The policies that he enacted started saving lives and also got the problem taken care of.
So
However,
we had less service members die from military conflict under Biden and Harris compared to Trump, and I'd say that there's a greater potency for more military conflict under Trump's second administration, with him entertaining ideas such as possibly invading Greenland, which would start a military conflict, a war between America and Europe, and like the whole ethnic cleansing of Gaza Strip. I think what will ultimately happen is the Palestinians will fight back.
Again, Eric the Great, I lost my entire family because of this shit. My brother is a transphobe who feels 16% of the nation is transgender, and it is the worst thing ever, even though he would vote for a man like Trump. I don't even know if he did. I don't know if he was talking shit, but I posted one meme saying, Republicans, when they see a transgender, now I'm angry and erect, and it got spiraled out of control. So if you feel like your family is apart from you, it's real. Like, the division in life happens, and it's okay. This can happen. We have a new family, a new community of like-minded people that are probably closer than our actual families were ever to us.
Hamas will redirect their interests to any U.S. entities coming into the Gaza Strip to try to claim ownership, and we'll probably end up deploying our own troops.
Cheers to our new family, guys.
I agree with you,
I
actually.
think that, like, more people are going to die under Trump's admin compared to what who would have died under Kamala Harris's.
Right. So I was talking about the first administration. I'm being medically retired now, but I think another important point to make is that I regret this vote based on him coming out and saying what he said about Gaza. I find it to be reprehensible. So what I've done as penance for this terrible vote and the bad position that our country is now in is started the Money Out of Politics movement that anybody can join. We are going to march on Washington on 27 July, and we are demanding, with 2 million plus veterans, that we get Congress to pass laws banning congressional stock trading. Well, hey, listen, hold on, hear me out, because we got 80% support on the Republican.
President Reagan, I told my Trumpy family how it is, made him cry. I shamed them. Fuck yeah, bro. I mean, hey, I'm out here on my own. My mom was a fucking complete piece of shit. My dad is one of the worst humans I've ever known. And yeah, I get it. Not having family, losing family because of this. I have nobody biologically that I talk to because of this. We are developing our own family and community. Like, so don't think you're alone ever. Like, divisions are being had, right? Stand on the right side of history. Fuck those idiots. If they don't want to listen, fuck them. They can go and buy the Trump coin and do whatever the fuck they do. We don't need them. We have our own community. We have our own family, guys.
Republican side, 86% support on the Democrat side. We've already had both Democrat and Republican senators agree to sit down and discuss this. Also, this is not a protest. It is a demand. If they don't overturn Citizens United following that, we've got an organization already organized, and we've already drafted this legislation. We've got our Discord organized by state so people can get involved and organize locally, because we are marching in Washington. And for people who cannot make it to...
Your old man was a drinking diabetic, and that shit was hard, man. I couldn't imagine. Like, shout out to one good thing is, no. I grew up with an alcoholic family, so I can't shout out. Shit was rough. I get it. So don't judge me for taking shots, because right now I can imagine getting through this world the way it is, 100% dialed in. I need to escape. So my apologies. But you will get the real me 100% of the time. I'm not going to hide it from you. If I'm having hard times, you're going to know it, because a lot of you guys are having hard times. So get ready. This is uncut, unfiltered.
Washington, D.C., because of their economic situation, they can march on their capital in a coordinated event. We've got a legal team that's working on the legislation, working with the Texas Supreme Court, working with the Supreme Court of West Virginia. Um, I demand from the 15 million veterans across this country that we stand up and fight for what's left of the constitutional republic that we have. It's the Money Out of Politics movement. And I would appreciate your support, Dean. I was told that you're the guy. But believe me when I say I've been on 14 deployments, so I didn't know the who's who in the zoo on this platform.
Wow.
And I was given your name. So
Mayhem, I appreciate you for your service, not only to your country.
No, man, same here. But he turned out to be like the worst human ever. I can't even get into it. You goods, mate. I'm having a drink too. Yeah, see, like it is what it is, bro. We got to make it through the shit. Like one thing you're gonna get from me is the real me. I'm not hiding anything. What you see is what you get from me. So when I come on these live streams, I'm not acting. This is who I am.
You know, when you were deployed in Syria and whatnot, but also your service to the country right now. I think that you are unironically one of the most true examples of freedom fighter, you know, that I've had on the live in a while, and you know, I could just really appreciate that. You know, you really did join the military to fight for freedom, and you know, now you're figuring out that the fight for freedom isn't you know, on another continent, but it's, you know, actually in the capital of our country. And
absolutely.
That's fucking awesome. You're the man. You're the real fucking deal, dude. I appreciate you for coming up here. You should shoot me a DM with more information about what you got going on.
I absolutely will. And thank you for the support. I'd like to see this country be saved from itself. You have a good night.
You as well. You as well. Damn, that dude. That dude. That guy's a real deal, dude. Wow, that's really admirable. That is really admirable. That is really refreshing and cool to see.
It's hard to find the reels, bruh. Hard to find the reels.
There were ICE operations in Northern Virginia over the weekend as well. This is video of one of those operations in Fairfax County. Residents there expressing concern about enforcement teams coming to their doors. Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Julie Carey is live in the Beacon Hill area now with what we know about the operation. Julie, what can you tell us?
Well, hang on. These are actually called the Beacon Hill Apartments. When you're going down Richmond Highway in Fairfax County, they're right behind the Home Depot and the Giant. And the residents in that particular building, they tell me they had a rude awakening yesterday morning when the ICE agents rolled in. That's how Sunday morning started for the residents in this three-story building. One resident says he was awakened around 6:15.
I woke up to
Adam, I pulled it up. I'll watch it. We'll watch it together.
Aggressive knocks at my door. I approached the door, but before opening it, I asked who it was. I heard in response.
Hold on, guys. I gotta break this up, guys. Have you liked the stream? Have you subscribed? Have you shared it out? Please do those things. Take a quick break. Guys, I need your help growing. 861 subscribers. We have one of the most badass communities on the internet. Can you help me get bigger? The only reason I started this channel was to fundraise for Ukraine. I promise you this. From the day this channel started to the day it ends, it will be for fundraising for Ukraine. I will always fundraise for Ukraine. I haven't covered... If you haven't noticed, I made this channel to fundraise. I haven't... How much Ukrainian content have you seen? Guys. I don't want to grift. I don't want to be misjudged. I don't want to be misconstrued. I will tell you the truth. Guys, if I can do this full time, I will. And I will let you know every step of the way if I become something big. What happens? If I could do this full time, We are talking 700 years of demining. Tell me there's not going to be fundraisers. Guys, help me grow, please. Help me do what I am passionate about to the deepest part of my soul. For fundraising and helping frontline soldiers or whatever fundraiser we have. Please help me grow.
Once that it was the police, I asked if they had a warrant. They indicated that they did.
He says when they gave him an Hispanic name he didn't recognize, he opened the door.
I fully expected to see Fairfax County police at the door. Instead, I saw a group of men. It was at least 4, but I think it was more, decked out in what I would describe as like tactical gear.
In the video provided to News 4 by another resident, you can see the word police and the acronym ERO, which stands for Enforcement and Removal Operations within...
Bro, this feels so fucking Russian. Like, are we living in Russia now? What the fuck are we allowing?
ICE.
I told them that they should be ashamed of themselves, that they were breaking up families, and that, what my government was doing was embarrassing, and they're embarrassing our country.
Early morning door knocks more traumatic for another neighbor who spoke to our Telemundo 44 partner and asked we conceal her identity. They were knocking very hard on the door. They were trying to force it open. They kept trying to turn the handle and kept pushing hard against the door. She says the incident was so frightening to her 10-year-old that she was crying and asked not to go to school today. She's afraid that when she comes home from school, I'll be gone. Residents say they do not believe anyone.
Eric the Great, you are making some outrageous claims right now. Trump knows who I am.
Was taken into custody. This resident telling our Juliana Valencia he's upset everyone was subjected to the pre-dawn door knocks.
And I asked them, hey, like, if you have a warrant, it's for a specific apartment. Are you knocking on everyone's door? I kind of reiterated some of the concerns. The individual who seemed to be in charge threatened to lock me up, asked me if I wanted to be locked up. That would be more accurate.
Across the country on Sunday, ICE officers arrested 956 people. That compared to about 300 a day back in September. More than 2,600 people have been picked up since President Trump's inauguration. The White House social media feed featuring post after post of people ICE...
Oh, hold the fuck on. Donations just came in. Warren, 100 euro donation. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, don't just like stop there. Take that. They have okay, so with the 100 you can get there's pins. There's the drone pin, there's the fire trident medallion, and then there's the Easter Pasanki coat of arms from Ukraine from 1918 to 1920 that you can get from that. Put that in your collection. Holy fuck. Thank you. Thank you so much. Goddamn, dude. Thank you. That means so fucking much to me. Thank you.
...has arrested. We asked ICE for more information and about why they came to this Beacon Hill building, who they were looking for, but we have not yet received a response. So I've actually reported at this building before. Back in September, I had a story about a man and a woman here were arrested on very serious child abuse charges. I was at her court hearing on Friday, and her defense attorney mentioned in court that she had immigration issues. Now, we don't know if ICE was here looking for either one of those people or if they were looking for someone else. Back to you now in the studio.
All right, still a lot of things to just sort out and figure out. I know a lot of questions for the people who live there as well. Julie Carey, thank you for bringing us up.
The way they end that news broadcast is so cringe. Lot to sort out. There's a lot to sort out. Fuck, it's so cringe. When are we going to get to the point in our world where we just realize there's good and bad people? Like, what happened to that? Like... Why did they need like a real ID to be good people? Where have we gone? Where have we gone as a society? I don't get it. We used to be so great.
Alright, Elon, people weren't exactly thrilled with Liberation Day. They didn't realize it was about tariffs and not barbecues. What else can we liberate them from very strongly to make them happy?
How about Arabic numerals?
Like a new Muslim ban. Okay, what do we replace it with?
I was thinking, Roman numerals.
Very clever. That's gonna do a lot for X.
Totally. Plus, then, everyone will be thinking about the Roman Empire all the time.
Not just the weirdos who love you and never had sex before?
Hey.
I like it. Let's think what else we can liberate.
I never believed in the incel thing until, like, I looked at, like, history and, like, people I used to know and, like, comments I make on Facebook. Like, this one girl I went to school with when I was young. I'm 41. I'm 41 now. She posted a picture of herself and she looks beautiful. She looks absolutely amazing, like, beautiful, right? And one of these super MAGA trolls was like, yep, you still look good. And I was like, bro, shut the fuck up, you creep. Hey, what's up, girl? Like that. And he was like, you fucking weirdo. You fucking weird. I can't believe you said that.
Ourselves from very strongly.
Sup, girl?
How about exit signs?
Exit signs?
Exit signs. No more exit signs. The radical left.
Why do they have to be so fucking weird? That's all I gotta say. Why can't you just, like, talk to a girl normally and be like, hey, what's up, girl? I like you. You know? You look good, girl. Why do they gotta be so fucking weird?
Nanny state ends now.
Yes, and all those federal workers can find their own fucking way out.
Yes.
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 This is so great.
Again, so liberating. Could do this all day.
Totally. Hey, speaking of which, maybe you could, like, liberate the Oval Office for a couple of days and just kind of let me...
Shout out to Puppet Regime. Fuck them weirdos, bro. Let's bring America back. What's it gonna take for us? Huh? I know we're deep in it. Idiocracy does suck. We're deep. Okay, guys, I'm gonna give a shout out. I'm gonna go away. I gotta go away. I got things I gotta do. I gotta mop my floor. I gotta do laundry, fold clothes. I started this stream with this. I had a terrible fucking day, and you guys, every one of you guys made my day so much better. Thank you. I fucking love you guys. I mean that. Donations aside, fundraising aside, you guys said, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with Chungus because he's having a fucked up day. And I'm having a great day now. Whatever I'm doing on the side, guys, you came here to be here for me. You saw the YouTube. You saw the live stream. You said, I like that guy. I'm going to go hang out with him. Right? And like I told you, what you see is what you get. I'm not going to hide anything from you. I got nothing to hide, guys. I'm here. This is me. This is real. I had a terrible day. Terrible day. You guys made it better. You guys made it better. I'm going to bring up the fundraiser one more time. This is all that matters. This is it. Nothing else matters. 6,300 euro donations. 11,000 goal. What did we make tonight? 100 euros, 20 euros, 20 euros, 21 euros, 4 euros, 10 euros, God damn, dude. 26 pounds. I'm fucking humbled. I'm just any other person like you guys, right? But you have chosen to come here, support my fundraiser, and help me. Help me grow. Help us grow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Canty Luden is now doing horseradish shots. If you're a masochist and you want to see someone absolutely destroy themselves, he's eating horseradish live. Like right now. So let's pull up his stream real quick. Mr. Canty Luden, my partner in crime. My absolute fucking savage. Right here. If you want to see him absolutely hurt... Oh my god. Canty. Canty, we're watching you, brother. What the fuck are we doing, bro? We're defiling ourselves for Ukraine. I fucking love you.
Breathe through the nose. Breathe through the nose. It hurts when you breathe through your mouth.
You fucking savage. I love you so much. He's like... Canty Luden is my new brother. I lost a brother. I gained a brother. I fucking love this man. Yes. Oh no. Go over. Water. Go over, guys.
I only got 2 left.
He ate horseradish. He grows his own horseradish, guys. Yeah.
I'm trying to see myself in the stream.
Go.
I should look here, but you know what? I'll just move this here. There we go.
Go over and see Canty Luden. He's picking up where I left off, guys. We had fun. He's down to the business. Down to the business right now. Raiding. I'm raiding. I'm going to tell him right now we're raiding. But you're going to go over there. Raiding. I can't raid. I don't know how to raid yet, guys.
So hopefully this year I can get a decent jalapeno harvest. And I can make pickled jalapenos this fall.
Okay, right here. Here's his channel.
These noses are clean.
At Canty Luden 1. All right? Go there. Go show him some love.
It's not so much the taste, it's the heat.
Go over there and show him some love, guys.
You know, normally when you eat something like a hot pepper, you...
Don't make me sell you toe picks, guys. Come on. Go over. Canty Luden. He's live right now, guys. I'm going away. We're going out right now. We're going out. Please, show him some love, guys. Love you guys. I'll see y'all later, alright?
Call for Ukraine. Call for Ukraine. Let the melody into your brain. Call for Ukraine. Let the melody into your brain. Call for Ukraine. NAFO fellas gonna drive you insane. We're making moves while you're slower than molasses. We're riding deep, chasing donkeys up their asses. We all bosses, stomping schmucks like they're fastest. It's no wonder why the Peters wanna blast us. Can't surpass us, our razors hit the top. Stacking money like a crooked ass cop. Buying rides like a used Dodge Durango. Our whips hit you like that dude named Django. Now let's tango, this new beat is humongous. Burning on your toes like an itchy case of fungus. It's Easter time and the bunnies in among us. Brought to you by our renegade chungus, and we saying call for Ukraine. Call for Ukraine. Let the melody into your brain. Call for Ukraine. NAFO fellas gonna drive you insane. fundraisers, my fundraisers, my fundraisers. Ay, ay, my fundraisers, my fundraisers, my fundraisers. Ay, ay, ay. Coming to a town near you. It's the most famous bunch of bonkers repping NAFO crew. We raising money better than other fellas do. And we giving it all to this SAU. We stumble through your hood like we drunk on some beers, but all my fellas leaning on the monk of admit tears. So when you see say hey, it's time to give it up today. Don't you dare look away or unfollow, I just may. Yeah, I see you scrolling, but no boosting, you just trolling. If you broke as fuck, tweet out for other fellas who be rolling in the Fetty, the Mayo, the Skrilla, scratch that payroll. No slacking on your duties or go straight to Vatnik jail, cause my fundraiser's active. 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 My fundraiser's kid on this info can make you feel really great, but we out here stacking bread for the 14th Met Brigade. So shell it out like an oyster freshly poured off a rock, or we gon' shake your ass for that 5 spot in your sock. A little goes a long way when we all pitching in. Time to dig up all that change from that couch you're sitting in. There's no time left to wait, we gotta all donate. Bust it out, make it rain, and show we pro-Ukraine. Cause my fundraiser's active. 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 My fundraiser's active.
Talk to her, got you spitting on my bits. And NAFO fellas always reppin' with bomb hits. We wipe you out like toilet paper does the shits. Serve you up like cheesy eggs, bacon, and some grits. We are in your walls and we better than your cause. My Shiba Inu hungry, gonna bite you with his jaws. Designer keyboard ready for a pause. We posting memes, original with no flaws. We bone controls online for the cause. We never slow down, sleep or take a pause. We rolling deep in the Fetty, that's our cause. We fundraising money, bone controls and breaking the laws. And we crazy smooth brain, don't ignite us. Bump until all my phalanges get rheumatoid arthritis. And that's why nobody ever wanna fight us. NAFO fellas never stop like a trainer virus. And we barking, biting, bonking, biting, wagging tails when we hit the night and sparking, lighting, igniting like a bomb. No fuse though, NAFO fellas be better than all your bots know. And we got no leader, I am the boss. 10,000 people, we creep, ain't no time to floss like an owl. We don't sleep, we about that box, telegram to the X, we about the cause. And our moves are so fluid, like we made of water, blowing warships up, you ran out of solder. You might think you're hot, but my game is harder. Take your chick to the tunnel like up to a god. Until the end, we won't rep, that's all we gotta do. Tearing up the set with NAFO on its crew. We bustin' rhymes in the beats like all the fellas do. Better check yourself before my doggies do. Got you spitting on my bits. The NAFO fellas always reppin' with bomb hits. We wipe you out like toilet paper does the shits. Serve you up like cheesy eggs, bacon, and some grits. We are in your walls and we better than your cause. My Shiba Inu